hello. How y'all doing? Hope everyone is doing good tonight. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mystery. Forgot where I was. Okay, let me see who we have here in the chat. First on the moonwalk, we've got Justin's mom. We've got Bella, Nola Brown, Blue Bear, Sheila928, Soul Power, The Outcast, Leo Lady, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, Ray Della Lewis, Shelley C., the only black but not bitter, Miss Nisi, Shay B. Let me see here. Jackie is here. Little Lady Di is here. GC, hey, what's up? Rossi, Open Mouth Beggar. Okay. The Funeral Duchess. Hey, the Funeral Duchess. Chase them hoes. Michi 3. Sassy Sue. Bible Lady. Text Toy. I'm free to be me. Muffin 218. Shay D. Leela, not Layla. Delicate Dell. Muffin 218. Minding Business. Jet Black Straight. Mary Willis. Sammy Cake. Hey, let's talk about it all. Allegedly in Harmon, Miss HLS, Reef and Muff's mom, Miss Lady, a Lady 747, Alicia Philly Girl, Petty Patty, Salt and Pepper Tresses, Peppermint Patty, SC Traveling RN, mm, Sweet Peasy. I'll do it on Monday. Coffee is brewing. Okay. Yes. All right. Hey, Ebony. Hey, honey, say that. Lunar Brain, Fireheart. Hello. So, y'all, we are going to do, if y'all can remember on After Dark, we did, yes, Delegate Dell says special hello to the awesome mods. Yes, I appreciate those marvelous Moonlight mods. Some of the best mods on YouTube. On Friday, if you watched us last Friday on After Dark, Native and I did a couple of things. One thing was we did a Dre call, which was part of the phone calls that was mentioned when on the most recent call that Nesto and Sonia had. So we did the first one of the calls that was mentioned, and it was a Dre call. Well, that was a part one. There are, I believe, four parts to that call, and I am going to. I don't like to leave stuff alone, so since I've already covered, like we did part one, I'm gonna go ahead and do part two of that call. I saw I think I seen Tanya B here come in here. I'm not sure. Yes, I did. Yeah, there she is. Okay. So I just wanted to speak to her. So we are going to get into that. We're going to do that. And that is all we will be doing today or tonight. It is a 50-minute call. So if it starts to look like it's dragging and we're here forever, I will go ahead and, speed it up a little bit. Let me go ahead and retrieve that. Get my scene up. Okay. Y'all, I think I did this. I did all. Okay. So I did everything right tonight. So we started on time. Everything seems to be working right. All right. There's a first time for everything. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't have my fancy music yet. We're still working on that. Hey, Bible lady. We're still working on that. So, I'm going to warn y'all in advance, you will be hearing the doorbell, okay? Hey, Diva Shawnee. Is this the right? Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure. Wait, I'm starting to move so fast. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. This is part two, and we are at this present time looking at yet another place that Nesto cannot go, as Native would say.
In the last video, you heard a call between Ernesto and Dre. The two calls you will hear in this video are a continuation of that conversation. In this first call, you will hear Ernesto say that he can absolutely get Shirley back. Take a listen.
Okay, that's funny. But anyway, hey, Kiki in DC. Did I speak to you earlier, Petty Patty? And who else? I thought I saw somebody else come in. But okay. Bella said, Lord, Lord. Hey, Kiki in DC. Hey, Nikki G.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I took up the first 15 minutes. I don't hear what you got to say.
No, because it's some more I ain't heard, so it's more shit I need to hear. Yeah, that's all. There's some more shit I need to hear.
I don't know what else I can tell you.
No, I'm talking about the recordings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dion ain't told you?
He ain't told me that, nothing what you said.
Dion ain't told you? All your other buddies, what's called, ain't told you?
Hold. You asked me.
Lamont. I heard Shirley ask about something about Lamont.
He don't be listening to that shit. He don't.
Yeah, I heard the phone call when it first hit the news. He called you. He was on the phone saying they're gonna come on 11 o'clock, gonna be headline, and Lamont told her that.
Yeah. So he don't really be doing all that kind of stuff. He don't really on social media like that.
Okay.
He got his reason why he don't. But and Dion ain't telling me everything. He ain't go through all that. Not what you do. He's thorough, but he ain't thorough like you, though. You're going to see everything.
Everybody is telling him everything. Everybody is being thorough. He just doesn't want to hear what anybody has to say. So that, my friends, is a lie. Hey, Cam Lewis, you're not late. We are just now pressing that play button on this call so we can hear this man lie as he usually does.
Everything. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my first time hearing about the titties and the pussy and all that.
Yes.
That's my first time hearing.
Yes.
See, I don't hear that part.
You all that laughing and giggling.
Here's the thing. Why does he need to hear it? He knows he said it. I don't understand why he needs to hear it. Hey, I am Coco and that girl. How are y'all doing? Miss Veronica. Hey, text voice said, oh my.
Hey, yeah, one thing I would say, and I ain't mad about that shit either. No, I ain't mad about it. Because ain't nobody here but you and her. When I say you,
what you mean ain't nobody heard it?
No. I said it doesn't matter.
Oh, you saying here?
Yeah, here as what I'm going through right now. Because that motherfucker's still here, dealing with the lawyer shit, dealing with all that shit. Shirley couldn't do that. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is, I didn't.
So what he's saying, what he just said, not what he's saying, is that motherfucker is still here dealing with all that lawyer shit. Shirley ain't gonna do that. First of all, that is just a terrible way to refer to someone who is actually helping you. Well, not so much helping you, but that's what you think. But so okay, we'll go with that. Hey, Mimi, but Tex Toy said Dre ain't doing nothing. And Tanya B here said he called her an MFer. Yes, he did. He did. I mean, isn't that, I mean, please. I mean, I wish. But she would probably think something like that is cute. Bella said Sonia was never even helped. No, I mean, like I said, that's what he thinks. So since he thinks that, we will let him continue to think it. But that's not the case. But he says she's still sitting there helping. Now, this was in September of 2023. We are now in 2025. Eventually it will be September 2025, and she's still here doing the same things, digging a hole for him. That's what she's doing.
Go looking for them people. Them folks up 5 weeks and found my ass. I told you that as well on the phone call if they listen. I didn't go looking for them people. I had no telephone numbers. I had nothing. No folks rest my ass. I only had 2 fucking numbers. That was a Lordy number, Erica, and that was a Shirley number. That was it.
I only had 2 numbers. That's the lawyer's number, Erica and Shirley. Okay, keep on keep on admitting the crimes on this here internet. 80% CMOS says, hear ye, let the record reflect I am not built for that jail shit either. Okay. All right, 80% CMOS, I hear you on that one. Hey, Fessy Jewel. So, yeah, that's what he said. Now, by the way, let's review. So he says that she found him. She looked for him for 5 weeks and found him. Yeah, she did look for him for 5 weeks to find him. But why was she looking? Because, according to him and her, he was on the phone with her when she got arrested. So why on earth would she need to look for him? She should have already known where he was. Hey, them folks. Jet Black Straight said, did he say he had it? Yeah, he asked for the lawyer's number. Erica. That's what he said. That is exactly what he said. Hey, let's talk about it all, said Lion. Hey, Val, baby, how are you? Leo Lady said, 80% CMOS. I'm not either. A lady says she could only look on Mondays. So she looked on Mondays for 5 weeks. That sounds about like her.
And I had another number that a motherfucker guy gave $100 at the truck stop, and she had no fucking money working out of damn fast. When you go through the truck stop and the food and shit, the damn lady worked there, the manager. I had her fucking telephone number in my wallet. She called Shirley for me. That's how I got in contact with Shirley. When she said a friend, that was the friend. So
I don't, okay. I don't remember this. I do remember him talking about the truck stop lady, but I mean, I probably didn't pay any attention to it like most of what he says. So the truck stop lady is the one who called. But listen, remember Shirley kept saying she kept getting phone calls and she didn't know anybody in jail, so she didn't answer it. If the truck stop lady called her and told her that he was in jail, why would she? Okay. All right. I'm the only one wondering about that. Okay. Hey, Sunflower Babe TT, how are you doing? A lady said, I thought the truck stop lady was a victim. Okay. I did too. I did too. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says, I do. Jet Black Straight. Jet Black Straight said, wait, what? He gave the lady $100 to call. I missed that one. See, I mean, Jet Black Straight. Okay, so we're surprised at all the same things. The only black but not bitter said rewind. Okay, so we are all wondering that the truck stop lady. All right, that's what he said. Okay.
no telephone numbers. I had nothing. No folks rest my head. I only had two fucking numbers. That was a lawyer number, Erica, and that was a Shirley number. That was it. And
I only wait a minute. Okay, so I only had. I'm glad I went back that far. The lawyer Erica's number and Shirley's number. So if that were the case, why did the truck stop lady have to do? Hey, make it rain. Hey, Queen Black. We just listening. We just listening. Lady said, Miss Lady said, wait, the truck stop lady was a victim too. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, Sassy Experience. Hey, Myretta.
I had another number that a motherfucker guy gave $100 at the truck stop, and she had no fucking money working out of damn fast. When you go through the truck stop and the food and shit, the damn lady worked there, the manager. I had her fucking telephone number in my wallet.
He had her number in his wallet. Now, I don't know, because you know how he talks. Hey, Glorious Love. So I don't know if he's saying, like, on another occasion, he gave her $100 because, she worked at the truck stop and she was a manager and she ain't had no money, because how he always likes to throw shade at people. Hey, Mary Willis. So, um, that might have been why that was all jumbled up together like that. We're gonna do one more again, and I'm not gonna stop.
Stuff. And she had no fucking money working out of damn fast. When you go through the truck stop and the food and shit.
Wait, I want to go back to Erica because that's just funny to me. I think I went back far enough. Hey, CJ.
And it's right. When I'm saying that, I didn't go looking for them people. Them folks took 5 weeks and found my ass. I told you that as well on the phone call, if they listen. I didn't go looking for them people. I had no telephone numbers. I had nothing. No folks rest my ass. I only had 2 fucking numbers. That was a Lordia number, Erica, and that was a Shirley number. That was it. And I had another number that a motherfucker guy gave $100 at the truck stop, and she had no fucking money working out of damn fast. You know when you go through the truck stop and the food and shit. The damn lady worked there, the manager. I had her fucking telephone number in my wallet. She called Shirley for me. That's how I got in contact with Shirley. When she said a friend, that was the friend. So all this other shit folks is making up and all that, I'm doing this and that. No.
I don't understand how we're not making it. We repeat what you say. So, okay. Hey, TD Will. So, okay. So, did y'all get that? So, I'm thinking the fact that he gave the truck stop lady $100 is a separate thing. It's just all jumbled together. Hey, the woman he chose, Miss HLS said, "Can you, Miss HL? Look, y'all ain't believing this." Jet Black Straight said, but he just said he had Shirley's number. He said, listen, and he says we're lying. We make stuff up. So we gonna do this. Per the request of Miss HLS, we gonna do it one more time. A lady says, so the cops let him call that number, and she called Shirley Strawberry. Now he did the other lady at the truck stop know. How did the lady at the truck stop know Shirley's number? Child. Miss HLS said, because his numbers ain't adding up. Ah. See, that's why it's always interesting to go back and review, because we always seem to learn more. Plus, we know more, but we gonna do this one more time. One more time.
Shirley couldn't do that. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. When I'm saying that, I didn't go looking for them people. Them folks took 5 weeks and found my ass. I told you that as well on the phone call, if they listen. I didn't go looking for them people. I had no telephone numbers. I had nothing. No folks rest my ass. I only had 2 fucking numbers. That was a Lordia number, Erica, and that was a Shirley number. That was it.
He had 2 effing numbers, the lawyer lady Erica and Shirley's, okay? So that we are clear, this is what he said. Hey, Zen Soul, I think I spoke to you, the woman he chose. I think I did. So just so Jet Black Street says so. The lot lizard had to call Shirley because she wasn't answering the jail call. Listen, we just have to go by what the man says. And he's saying 2 different things. Miss Lady said, Harpo, who this woman? The truck stop lady. Well, if she's who we think she is, she's one of the victims. Mimi said the lawyer lady wasn't named Erica, right? Yes, he said the lawyer lady Erica. Yes, that is exactly what he said. Say said why couldn't he just call iHeartRadio to give a message to man, I wish I would be married to this Negro. He called my job to tell them he was give my wife a message. I'm in jail. Please tell her to answer the phone. Myretta said, so if he had Shirley's number, why did someone Myretta, we we trying to put the pieces to the puzzle together ourselves. Sassy Experience said you're gonna hurt your brains trying to do molest Molesto, Sudoku math. Petty Patty said he gave the woman at the truck stop Shirley's number because Shirley didn't answer the jail calls. Shirley said that she didn't know anyone in jail. I remember her saying that. Miss HLS said the 2 numbers he had, the lawyer number and Erica's number and the truck stop lady, that equals you're right, that's 3. And how did he get, if he only asked for Shirley's number and Erica's, how did he get the truck stop lady's number? Because he's not good with numbers though. So how would he have gotten her number? He's not good with them. I just okay. All right, Miss Mad about music. A lady says, since when is Nesto giving a lot lizards $100? He's a taker, not a giver. Hey, BN. Yeah, I don't know. Kiki in DC says Shirley knew it was Nesto calling from the jailhouse. He had been there 3 times before since they were married. Um, who else? Hey, it's too complicated. How are you doing? Yeah, he sounds clown right about now. Mimi said the lawyer was April, quote unquote. You're right. Either the lawyer's April Holloway or it's Erica Kane. Make up your mind, man. Soul Power, the Outcast said, did he slip up and call April Holloway Erica? No, he said the lawyer lady Erica. He called April Holloway Erica. Yeah, so here again, admitting to crimes on this recorded line. Leo Lady says Shirley wouldn't answer the phone, so he called the truck stop lady to call to tell. But how? So, like, he remembered the truck stop lady's number. That's my thing. He said, I only had 2 numbers. I asked them for Shirley's number and the lawyer Erica's number, also known as April Holloway. So how did he get the truck stop lady's number? Hey Mons, how you doing? Shabby said, damn, let me take this time to pop this this goody powder. I know, right? I already took my BC. She says, I sense a headache in my future. Child, if we sit here and try to figure this out, yeah. Jet Blackstreet says Shirley got her nerve not answering a jail call, knowing her husband husband is a jailbird. I know, right? Bella said, y'all know he can't. Bella said, y'all know he can't count the woman he chose. She said, I'm so confused. Child, we are too. We are too. 80% CMO said Nesto caller number 9 at the radio station. He won concert tickets trying to call his wife. My brother says Shirley knew that was him. She didn't answer, and I wouldn't either. Miss HLS says 1+1 equals 2 to Nesto at the only black but not bitter. Sassy Experience said if he gave that lady $100, a job was done. All right, now I believe that.
And I had another number that a motherfucker guy gave $100 at the truck stop, and she had.
But okay, wait a minute, y'all. Delicate Dale said he said the truck stop lady's number was in his wallet, but they don't let you keep that stuff. So did he see? Then he should have said, "I asked for Shirley's number, the lawyer Erica, and they gave me the truck stop lady's number out my wallet." Is what he should have said. But Petty Patty says Shirley said the lady did call her. This still isn't, but okay, let's okay, for fun, let's say, okay, we will say Shirley said the lady called her. Okay, Shirley said the lady called her. How did he get her number? We're gonna move on, y'all, though. We're gonna move on.
No fucking money working out of damn fast. You know, when you go through the truck stop and the food and shit. The damn lady worked there, the manager. I had her fucking telephone number in my wallet. She called Shirley for me. That's how I got in contact with Shirley. When she said a friend, that was the friend. So all this other shit, folks, is making up and all that. I'm doing this and that. No, that ain't how that shit went. So that's how it happened. And if she hadn't found me, I wouldn't have had no communication this far. I'd be fucked up. I'd be really fucked up. You there?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, I would be really fucked up if it weren't for her. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you what I did was right or wrong. It happened the way it happened. There's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is ask for forgiveness and keep it fucking moving. That's all I can do. That's it. It didn't say nothing about me cheating on the girl, cheating on Shirley. Fuck.
Okay, but he doesn't understand that when he made those comments about her breast and all those other things, he's really, I mean, is he that dense that he doesn't realize that that was inappropriate? I mean, really? Alicia Philly Girl said she must have texted Shirley. Rossi said they might have let him get it out of his wallet like they do sometimes on body cam videos. Okay, I'll buy that. Hey, Rakia. Daz and Mika says Sonya is the truck stop lot lizard one more time. A lady said you were doing this and that, Nika. Right, right, right. Miss HLS. So you the one making stuff up? Queen Black said, "What does it matter? She was broke." Muffin 218 says, "So Shirley answers California codes, but not ATL." Okay. Hey, Shoni Michonne says he didn't know if his wife's number. He didn't know if his wife's phone number. They do give you a phone call from jail. They let you. They let you call lots of people. They'll let you call as many as you want. Sassy Experience. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, what does she where is it? Okay. First of all, let me see. I know y'all don't like this, but Sassy Experience says, and this is why nobody in his family deal with him. Constant lies and confusement. They're going to let his ass simmer for about 20 to 40. I'll definitely agree with that. And simmer he will. Miss Lady said, I may not know numbers. I know my husband's and my mom's by heart. Yeah, I knew my mother's by heart. Um, Phone, cell. But I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know anybody else's. I never knew my sisters, and I stay right here in the house, and I still don't know it. I have to get it out my phone. That is for her cell phone and the house phone. I just, yeah, I think that we kind of when caller first we got caller ID, and then now we've got these cell phones and phones where you can program phone numbers in, and I think we all got like a little complacent as far as phone numbers go. So I won't fault him for not knowing any numbers, because and I used to be an avid number knower, but now I really don't know anybody's number. Oh, I'm sorry, Sassy Experience. Thank you so much for supporting the platform. Um, Shay no. Petty Patty says Nesto didn't know that that the calls were being played on YouTube. No, I don't think he was, and I still don't think he understands that the entire calls are played on there. She says Sonia had him thinking they were playing parts of the calls. Yeah, and she always talks about how, I think when she says, "Oh, they pick this part out, they say this, they say that," I think by her saying they pick a part out, I think he's thinking that that means they only play a part of it. A lady says, I'm praying the new pope isn't black. He won't be. Oh, look, okay, here go my sister sitting over there talking about he won't be. She said it's not gonna happen. So yeah, lady. I don't know. It ain't looking too promising. Sassy Experience said because of her job, Shirley probably changes her number regularly, so um, him not knowing it wasn't a big deal. But well, maybe she does because of her job. I don't know. I don't know. Shoni Michonne said, but he should know his wife's number by heart. Them folks said, yep, Sonia told him it was just clips and that it was reactors editing and editorializing and not us listening to unedited calls. She actually, yeah, she does have him thinking that. She does. But still, here's the thing. Yeah, she does have him thinking that, but Dion has told him, and Dre tells him, I mean, that he don't want to listen when people try to tell him the right things. He does not want. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Shay B, thank you so much. Shay B has gifted 10 Legacy Moon True Crime and Mystery memberships. Now, I am not going to ring the bell 10 times like I really want to. I'm not going to do that because I know the doorbell scares y'all. But Let's see who got gifted. Make It Rain NYC, Nola Brown, Alicia Philly Girl, Portia Matthews, Beautifully Made, and Call Me Darling got gifted. Oh, Leroyce. Okay, I can't look. I can't count either. Leroyce, Morena B, Jay Bates, Scorpion 78. I think I got everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to all of the new members. Drop your new member emojis in the chat. Y'all thank Shay B for the gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Shay B. And thank you for always supporting the platform. Um, wow, thank you. Bible lady said ring it 10 times. That's a good reason to ring it. You know what, Bible lady? You are right. All right. Miss Veronica said I literally looked at my ring camera thinking that was my bell. I think I'm gonna keep. I was working on getting some music, right? I think I'm gonna keep the doorbell. I kind of like that. I really do. But thank you, Shabi, for always. Y'all got these bells in the chat. Hey, thirsty rabbit. But at least I'm warning y'all. So y'all get used to it. Y'all will get used to the bells. Y'all will. But thank you. I really appreciate that, Shay B. I really do. Portia Matthews said my dog is barking. And y'all, I think tomorrow I am doing a members only live. Are you going to work? I'm not sure yet. Oh Lord, she's not sure. So y'all, if I am unable to do one tomorrow, it will be done Friday or Saturday. But I will be doing a members only live because Taze them hoes said I love the bell. That's where I'm gonna try to get a taser sound too, from when we do them body cams. 80% CMO said you giving me flashbacks of my childhood. I'm about to have to stay my black ass in the house. Yeah, but yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Hey, Barbarossa, we got some stuff to talk about with the fat mouse because I was being nosy. And while I was being nosy over at the fat mouse's house, uh, I noticed that the only black but not bitter was being busy, and that's all I'ma say about that. I think you know what I'm talking about too, black but not bitter. I ain't saying nothing. Don't say nothing. Multiply that by 2 because I ain't saying that 3 times. A lady said the bell is great. That moon trip sound effect makes me want to fight somebody. I think we might work on that too. We might work on that. See, Native has that furnace, so he can make those ambered noises on logs. But that's okay. I'm gonna get something together. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing? Let's get back into this. Why is who back? Oh, why is she back? Yes, they right, Rossi. So you mean to tell me they chipped in for her to go over there like that for what, 1 or 2 days? And did y'all see? We'll get into it. Delicate Dell said, when I hit a bell, I think it's the cops the cop that I got rid of, Officer Friendly. Man, y'all ran Officer Friendly out of here. I'm still upset about that, but that's okay. That is okay.
Last night, this and that, he ain't said nothing.
No, Justin's mom, she is not in New York. She's sitting right back over there in the fat mouse chair.
None of that shit. None of that. You know how many RVs I done had, bro? Come on now. I had this shit before I even met Shirley. So nobody don't know what the fuck. They just listening and making shit up. You understand what I'm saying?
No, we're not listening, making shit up, as you said. Just like you stole Gail Bigham's RV, you probably stole those other ones. Are you serious? All them stolen vehicles you have? You had our. You mean to tell me 10 years ago, before you met her, you had an RV? I need to know the make and the model. 10 years before he met her, he had an RV. If he did, it was stolen. That's all I got to say. Hey, Linda.
Now, you know I
I
ain't
hear you.
lying now. You know I ain't lying. It don't say no date.
Well,
You say, go ahead.
yeah, I don't know nothing.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Outside of my partner and outside of the phone call that I'm listening at, that the world is listening at, and her on the phone and you and her communicate. Do you realize that these folks, did you hear that these folks don't count it, the times, how many
I
times?
got there is 90 to 50 times I got on.
Okay, so you cut, right, and they don't calculate the minutes that you spent on the phone with her and the time you spent on the phone.
This man can't even give a 10-digit number, but he can remember how many times she had told him the calls, like how many times he's called his wife versus how many times he's called her. But he can't remember no other numbers. Are you serious?
Phone with Shirley, and Shirley supposed to be your wife. They got that shit down to the T. How many phone calls you don't call yourself?
Okay. So let me ask you the big.
They got the difference in how you sound in the conversation with her and the conversation with his wife.
Okay.
With your wife.
Well, first of all,
You saying okay, but I just want you to know that,
well,
because that's what the folks are looking at.
Well, let me tell you. First of all, they don't know. They don't know Shirley. They don't know how she operates. They don't know how she feels. They don't know. They don't know nothing about her character. I do. Shirley's not.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk like that with Shirley on the phone, especially no fucking jail phone.
I got you.
And I'm glad I didn't talk like that on the phone with her like that, because that's not her fucking style. You understand what I'm saying? But people just talking. So, and me trying to make her shit, I ain't got to make her shit. I know my wife's character. She's not going to talk like that. We're not.
So you know what I just heard? I just heard my wife is respectable, so I'm not going to talk that way to her on the phone in some jail calls, but the little hoe on the side I will. That's what I just heard. That's what it sounded like to me. Hey, what up, though? Hey, Del Sol. Del Sol said, out of these calls, he has never mentioned a legitimate way he made money, meaning enough to have the cars, house, and no, and toys. Um, oh, you probably meant vehicles as in toys, like the RV. Okay, I was thinking about something else. Okay, not the ones in Sonya. Yeah. Oh, what up, though? Says Shirley should be glad to be rid of this bum. Soul Power the Outcast said Dre is so mesmerized at the YouTube street stats. He sure is. He sure is. But it's funny. This man doesn't know any other numbers, but he could remember those numbers that Sonya read off to him about how many times he called this one and that one. The only black but not bitter said, I want to know the VIN of said RVs. I do too. I do too. I would love to know those VIN numbers and how, when he got them, how much he paid for them. I want all that information. Miss HLS, you said, okay, she's supposed to be going back to New York. You got that from Shay B's cousin. But that's a waste of money. You pay for a flight and then they pay for you to come back, and they're going to pay to send you for what? I mean, this Diddy coverage, you can get that anywhere. Okay. Caramel Beauty 65. Hey, how are you doing? Miss Lady says Sonya would take that as a compliment that he doesn't respect her enough to not talk trashy to her. You're right about that. Open Mouth Beggar said, Open Mouth Beggar. Suckers, please donate. Oh, do you must be referring to infamous Fat Mouse over there. Okay.
Talking about no sucking and licking and all, or in the bed. I would have really drowned her ass if I would have did that shit.
Right.
Think about it. Come on, I ain't fucking stupid now. I'm not fucking stupid, so guess what? I got a lot to talk about when I get this motherfucker. Can I get out of here? I got a lot to talk about. A lot. I got some checking to do. And I hope their mouthpiece so fucking fire, because I don't think so. So when it come down...
I hope their mouthpiece is so fired, because I don't think so. Whatever that means, because I don't know. Hey, Major's wife. Major's wife said, hey, y'all, VIN number they trace will only get Nesto a new charge. Like DJ Khaled said, another one. Dun, 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 dun. Another one. Yeah. Yeah, that's all that's going to happen if they do that. Soul power. But I would like to know, you mean to tell me, so he was with her for 10 years. So 10 years before he was with her, you mean to tell me he had RVs and stuff? I don't believe it. I want VIN numbers. I want everything. I want it all. A lady said, you stupid for taking a side hoe like that when you have a wife, especially a wife that was paying your attorney fees for that fire mouthpiece you got, who ain't done nothing but dug not only charges, more charges seems like for you, but she even dug her own self into a hole. You, her, and the fat mouse, all of y'all keep digging holes.
To Shirley why, and she said, well, you know, I might fuck with you some more. You know, I'll have my facts together when I talk to her. I'm not gonna go ahead and talk in the bubblegum talk. No, I cannot talk to her like that. She's not regular. She's not a regular woman. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. Folks can say whatever they want to say.
Okay.
And she know that as well. We're not gonna hang out on the fucking balcony and get the fucking and all that old shit. I can't do all that shit and talk that shit with her on no phone. Come on now. Come on. She was already, if you listen how she was talking, she didn't know what to say to me any goddamn way. And she was in turmoil. You can tell that. Hello?
She turmoil.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Turmoil.
So I'm not worrying about that shit, man. I'm not worrying about none of that shit. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Well, hold on a minute. Let me make sure I'm clear. When you saying you're not worried about that shit,
that mean, let me tell you, I'm talking about the shit.
What you not worried about how your wife feeling or how the world look at this thing that he's telling you? Tell me what you're not. Hold on, that's all. Let me get the question out so you can understand it. You ain't got to fast talk me. I'm your partner. You got to be slick with me. What you mean by, you got to break shit down for me. What you mean by you not worried about? Break that down for me. You're not worried about what?
The only thing I'm concerned about is Shirley's feelings. That's it. Other than that, I don't give a
No, you're
fuck
not.
what nobody think about me. It's all about her feelings, making sure she good, she comfortable. I don't give a fuck what nobody else got to say. I don't give a fuck if a woman don't never want to talk to me no more. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Oh, really? You gonna be calling freelawyersreport.com like your friend over there who prays for you. The only Tyrone Biggums, hey, says side 304s do the things a wife will not do. Don't we know that from what we've heard? Them community toys. Petty Patty says Shirley was in turmoil before he went to jail. She sure was. Say J said, like you said, I can talk nasty and disrespectful to Boney, but my wife, she's on the pedestal. Sassy Experience said, but sir, the point is, why was there a side hoe for you to talk to in a different way in the first place? Thank you, Sassy Experience. Thank you. And Justin's mom said that Bella, you hear him chewing? I hear him chewing. I was sitting there. I hope them folks think that's me chewing like that. Dre is really eating something good there. Hey, my Ty, how are you? Hey, Karen S.
They don't. This motherfucker don't want to do very worse than me. They got a new mate, new husband.
Yeah.
Lord, y'all didn't tell me. So Tyrone got a new lady now. Now Tyrone's lady is Bella. Man, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. The woman he chose says, remember that 80-20 rule? Sonya is his 20. And that's all she's worth. If she's worth that. Soul Power the Outcast said Dre smacking on a Slim Jim.
New wife, all that. You think I give a damn about that shit? So I don't care nothing about that. I care about her feelings, her well-being, her health. That's all I give a fuck about.
No,
I
you
don't care
don't.
a fuck about that other shit.
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
So if it's something I did to her, okay, I'm a man with that. Come on, I'm a man. I fucked up. Just, hey, forgive me. I done asked her forgiveness for this shit even kicked off. So I'm not,
Right.
that's what I'm telling you. I'm not even worried. It's all about her. That's all I care about. Other than that, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Nigga in the hospital bed, motherfucker don't give a fuck about you. Oh, he another nigga in the jail in the bed in the hospital bed. Man, fuck them motherfuckers. Let them talk about what they been talking about. I don't give a fuck. They were talking about when me and Houston got them down the road. They were talking about me then. And I ain't had shit going on but a fucking sail in the suit. So what's the difference? Ain't no difference to
What?
me. I'm gonna get out and handle my motherfucking business. That's it. They pay. All they doing is paving the fucking way for me to get even more fucking richer. That's it. Straight the fuck up. You can't run from that. One thing I do regret for real, I'm definitely sorry that I said, hey, is she old? She looking old? I wasn't saying it like that, but she fucking looking like an old lady. I was saying I'm around niggas, man. Niggas like women. Niggas lust over women. So get
I'm getting some, huh? I'm getting lies. I'm getting Sonya. He only cares about Shirley. you, why is he is being like extremely aggressive with what he's saying right now. I find this very interesting. Like, who are you really performing for, or who are you really mad at? Rakia said Nesto acts like he was the perfect husband. Yeah, he is really acting like that when he wasn't. Salt and Pepper Tresses said if he cared about Shirley's well being, he wouldn't be out here committing crimes. So not only is he out here messing with other women, he's out here committing crimes. And if he really cared about her, he wouldn't do it. Because what I would think about if I was a man in his position, I would think about um what kind of not just the mental harm that all of this is doing to her, but career wise. I mean, it's not a good look to have been attached to this bum. It really isn't. Let's talk about it all said he's just talking and don't even know what he's talking about. He's all over the place, and he is. It seems like he's like on 10, on 20, and here, there, and everywhere. A lady said Dre is used to Nesto's manifestation talk. Is that what this is? Leo Lady said, first, Nesto, you got to get money before you can get rich and richer. Well, according to him, he had all this. He had all of these things before Shirley. But I guess we not supposed to know how to count. Jackie Gates said he's mad at himself because he got caught. Now, yeah, this is true. I do believe that. I do believe that he is he's mad because he got caught and frustrated. And I think he still thinks it's early enough in the game to backpedal. Hey, Southside Chi-Town. I think he thinks he can backpedal and still clean things up. And because remember, he's getting out next week. He's always getting out next week.
guess what? You know how many niggas I heard talk about that man's wife? Come on, you think they don't talk about my wife and lust over my wife at the same time? Come on, we all human, man. Stop trying to play these little old ass games. Oh, he hurt somebody. I don't give a fuck about that. You know how many niggas locked up, man? It's over 3 million motherfucking black men locked up. You think I give a fuck about what somebody's saying? Come on, man. And there's damn near as many women locked up just as much as me that did way worse. And cut niggas' face off and everything. Blow nigga brains out, all that. So I'm not worrying about that. That's when I say I'm not worrying about what nobody talking about. I want about these.
Hey, Chick-fil-A gal. Hey, Sonya's boo said he let it all go for a scooter queen. With intentions only. And listen, let's say by some kind of chance he does get out, they're going to live happily ever after in, what was it, a 1998 or 1999 RV? Somebody remind me, refresh my memory on what year the RV is that she allegedly bought. Did I say, hey, NPR nerd? Hey, Tyrone Bigham said, Bella, so you acting like you didn't beg to come to my welcome? home Tyrone party. Oh, Tyrone, don't tell me you're gonna be out there like Doughboy when he got out of jail. Soul Power the Outcast said he ain't got that same vibrato in his voice these days. Life has humbled him. You know something? Yes, life has humbled him, but also defeated him at the same time. He sounds so defeated now. Hey, Danielle, how are you doing? Nola Brown said, whining, crying, Nesto. Hey, Psycho Boney. He is doing a lot. I mean, he's so defeated now. Justin's mom said a 1985 RV with a 1970 engine. Petty Patty says Sonia is going to be riding around looking for Nesto because he's not going her way if he gets out. But think about her for a minute. She talks all of that noise and all of that trash. She bought a 15-year-old Mini Coupe, and there's nothing wrong with old and used things, nothing at all. I mean, I'll never buy another new car again. All mine will be used. In fact, I enjoyed my used cars better than my new ones. But she's got that old. If we believe she has what she says she has, she's got the old Mini Cooper that she just bought in this old RV that she just bought. If we were to believe what she says, Thirsty Rabbit says you don't care about what YouTube is saying, Nestos. No. Why is he posturing? Hey, D-Dub. Mary Willis said Nesto is tired of jail now. He is. It's whooped his butt. It sure has. It sure has. And Thessie Jules says that's the sound of reality knocking at the door. Hey, I'll do it on Monday.
Crackers, how they set me the fuck up. That's what I'm worried about. If I'm guilty, if in your eyes, God, that I'm guilty, and you think I committed the most crime that you crackers said I did, come on with it. That's what I'm saying. I'm challenging my motherfucking God. My God said I'm real. So it is what it is.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, well, you seem like you're your feelings a little bit, and that's fine.
Yeah, I got to get it on.
Right, but remember, Shirley didn't do this to you. Andre didn't do this to you, and Steve didn't do this to you. So
I didn't call, and I ain't playing a fucking blame game on nobody. I'm talking about these motherfucking crackers, these motherfucking Roswell police. I'm talking about them motherfuckers, and they already got a history of setting motherfuckers up. It's already documentary. So
I got it.
He said it's already documentary. They got a history of setting folks up. It's already documentary. My child said Nesto's trying to blow. The only black but not bitter said Tweety claims she moved away from ATL in March, but she's been on Sylvester's channel and out to dinner with Sylvester in April. Didn't we just hear a recent call from a few days ago where she was talking about her lease isn't even up until June? Come on. She's got to keep up with the lies that she tells. Patty Patty said Wooten is coming with it. Wooten sure is coming with it. Hey, Love and Life.
I ain't making that shit up. I'm not making it to this. And motherfuckers sit down and read all this shit to get the real facts. You guys just see that all this shit don't motherfucking add up. So come on, man.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay. I got it, but that's the game that they play. They ain't just started with you. They were doing it before you, and they're gonna do it after you. But you got caught up.
I got that part.
Wait a minute. I swear I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop it so much. CJ said Boney got him thinking the lies. And Caramel Beauty said Roswell did not switch those VIN numbers for you, though. Nope. Roswell did not do that. So y'all heard it's already documentary. Shaby says September 2023. Nesto is Billy Badass. May 2025. This nigga crying and sucking his thumb. I'm tired. Sniff, sniff. He ain't even punching the air no more. He just upset. He don't know what to do. Beautifully Made 13 said Sonia told him that info about Roswell. Nesto, go sit down. She did tell him that, and so he thinks he's gonna take it and run with it. But where's the proof? A lady said you got caught, and that's the thing. Why can't you just admit you got caught? Just admit that. Queen Black said Wooten blew on Nesto. And you know what? I'm really trying to, and I heard when Native did the call the other day, was she really saying that, was she saying that Sean Hoover is the one who, was she saying Wooten was the one who left the court grinning, or was it, Wooten? Okay. Hoover or Wooten? That's what I want to know. I couldn't figure it out because it sounded good both ways, but I could not figure out like exactly who she was referring to when she said all this silliness. We have a member milestone from Delicate Dell. Delicate Dell has been a member for 6 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for supporting Delicate Dell. Delicate Dell said Dre knows that 2 plus 2 equals 4, but he keeps accepting 3 from Nasty Nesto. That was well said. He sure does. Okay, Nestos. All right. All right, Nestos. I hear you. I hear you, Nestos. He's just letting it ride, and that's the problem. He Everybody in his life letting things ride. Except for Shirley. She showed him with them divorce papers. Kimmy Who said she doesn't know. Leah Lady said she chit chat and dine with, yeah, now yeah, I don't believe that. I really don't. And I want to know about this letter. See, too bad we're not privy to that stuff, but I want to read these letters that she's supposedly writing everybody. Miss Principal said it was Hoover who came back laughing, but I don't understand is Hoover not allowed to laugh? Maybe somebody told him something funny when he left the courtroom. I didn't understand what the problem was. I don't I mean, if somebody might have said something funny. The only black but not bitter says I thought it was Wooten because he shared an email that Sonia sent him. That's the way I took it. Okay. She was all over the place. So, that puts us all over the place because she's all over the place. Mimi said he was laughing in disbelief. Karen S said mouthpiece can't work her charm on Wooten at all. Smiley face. Leo Lady said, she's lying. Wooten didn't don't like her, wink wink. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It would really be highly, unless she's turning over state's evidence, unless she's becoming state's evidence, I can't see Will Wooten giving her the time of day. This man subpoenaed her. He said, I want your information. So I can't see, happy, happy, joy, joy all of a sudden. I don't see it. Jackie Gates said he was laughing because he told him that letter that Sonia had let me write him and called him on his phone. That's what he was laughing about. I am Coco said she wasn't even in court. I don't believe it. Yeah, she wasn't in court. You're right. Popeye's Tribe Urban Media. Hey. Old Man Johnson's Farm. Hey. And can I just also say this? Um, okay, a lady says Sylvia and Wisdom's daughter said it was Hoover. Yeah, but why can't he? I don't understand why the man can't laugh. I don't. Desi Jules said Hoover was laughing at IS's hair. So Queen Black said the info came from IS, so who knows? That's another thing I wanted to bring up. This is actually a similar situation. There was someone, and I'm not even going to get into it, but there was someone who said that there was a reason why Sonia and Nesto weren't communicating on the tablets because of them reporting something, and then they could share all of that information, but they couldn't let us privy to the email that Will Wooten sent them back. I said it was a lie before. I still stand by it, but they also said we know that he's lying about communicating with Sonya in this fasting book because he he talked to Dre in recent calls. But if you go back and check the dates, you will see that the last, I think, was on the 7th. The communication with him and Sonya, his last communication period with Dre and all of that was before the 7th. So therefore, that theory they were coming up with, lie, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sticking by my original lie. Um, they're not talking because of something that they reported that had something to do with the victim. Lie. Will Wooten wrote them back and gave them information, but they can't share that portion. Lie. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I am going to say about all of that. Lies, lies, and exaggerations. And they can join the rest of the people, as far as I'm concerned, who tried to insert themselves in this situation. Leo Lady says April 25th, he was talking to someone. I can't remember. I think it was Dre. He talked to somebody in May. He's talked to someone. He has talked to people. So their theory lie. Like I said, and I will stick by what I originally said. I think it was on a Friday night when V was up here. I will stick by that, like I said. I will stick by it, like I said, on V's live, and I will continue to say lie. Okay, let's get back into this call.
And I
You got to play their game right now. You got to do whatever they're doing to you right now until you can strategize your plan to come out ahead of this. Because right now, they kind of remind me of the Feds. They'll lay on your ass for years and years.
Wait, Beauty is her name says we haven't actually seen any video calls during the fasting period. That was the point of the email. No, 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 no. That was not the point of the email. That was not the point of the email. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to rehash it, but no, that was not the point of the email. Was that she was disturbed in her spirit because Measure was being heard in the background and all this other stuff, and because that person's a victim, they're triggered, therefore, trigger. But like I said, lies.
Years and years and years and years. And when they call, they don't care. They're going to break your grandmama. They're going to get your wife.
Absolutely.
And they'll lock your daughter up if they can. And they ain't going to be satisfied until they get what they want. That's the game that they play.
That's right. And I understand that. But this ain't the motherfucking Feds, bro.
It ain't the Fed, but nigga, they got you treating you like you the Fed. They got your name destroyed. They got your marriage destroyed. When I tell you, listen at me again. I know so you don't give a fuck. They got you ain't shit in these streets. I don't know the way to put it. I want to kind of glorify it a little bit.
You can't.
They got you like a fucking monster.
Okay.
I'm a read Tyrone Bigum's because it does apply. Tyrone Biggum said, "I don't believe ISWD, Miss Fine One, and their claims are unfounded. Hoover was pissed, so why the hell would he grin and laugh?" Beauty is her name said the basis of the video visits and him seeing the free world. If I could, no, it was not. Beauty is her name. That was part of what she said, but that is not what she said. She was troubled because she is a victim, and she was troubled by the way that Sonya and them talked about the victims. This is what she said. I'm telling you, Beauty is her name. You could go back and listen to that live when I played the video recording. She said it. You can go back and listen to V's live. This is what she said out of her own mouth. This is not anything I'm making up, or this was not, she alluded to. She said it. That's what she said. She said it. And well said, Tyrone. Well said.
I need you to hear that. Just like how they had me 10 years ago when you came out there in the woods and got me. The DA did the same thing in the courtroom. I was this, I was that. He was dangerous. He threatened my life. He was going to have a gun. It's the same thing. Same thing. I'm like, so what are you talking about? I ain't getting about this. That's my wife. Trying to get a conviction. But my partner said, you ain't going nowhere. And I had to spend some money to get up out of it, and I did.
And you did.
I lost my wife.
Yeah.
But my name was destroyed, just like yours was.
So
when my folks seen you when you ran into my folks into the street, but man, he made me look bad. Man, you know the drill. You came back and told me.
Okay.
So I understand what you're going through.
Okay, well let me say this right here. And I know you do. But then what I do know, in 32 years of friendship, I've seen everybody who crossed you, who lied to you, who didn't support you the same way the support you gave them, 1,000%, they ain't doing a motherfucking thing right now. They fucked the fuck up. Okay,
that's true.
What I'm going to say is, everything that happened to me right now, they're the same motherfucking way.
How come he's, okay, how come we're not supposed to kiki on his downfall, but he seems to be degrading people on their downfall? If this is what I'm hearing correctly from him right now, well, I guess because we wrong about him, but why can he degrade people, but we can't degrade? It make it sense. Hey, Miss Riri 60 and fabulous. Hey, Irie Vibes, how are you doing? Salt and Pepper Trusted says Hoover could have been smirking in disbelief at the audacity of Sonia contacting the prosecution. I will also tell you something else. I sat up there for a week because of all the shenanigans going on. I sat up there and believed that I was under the impression because of what someone said that Nesto wasn't in court. He was. I didn't know that. I did. I sat up there thinking he was not in court. A lady says it's been proven who Sonia sent the email to. The email has it. I don't even know who she's. Look. All I know about this email situation with Sonia is her phone call. I was referring to Miss Fine One, but Sonia, I didn't know nothing about and the smirking, and I'm still confused. I'm still in confusement. I'm getting from everybody. Some people are saying Wooten, some people are saying Hoover, but isn't Wooten always smiling? I mean, he just seems like a happy guy. Seems like he's always smiling. Miss HLS said it was Wooten smirking. Hoover was the mad one. Okay. Kimmy Who said Nesto doesn't have enough brains to realize Sonia and IS are adding years to his sentence. Rakia says Nesto put himself out there in the public running scams and advertising like he was rich. And I will not forget that I think it was Nova Savannah who was talking about how him and Erica would I mean, one of their things was to try to get people's social security numbers. So all of these homeless people that he helped, I think had something to do with getting social security numbers. I don't believe if this man helped a homeless person, it was for a reason. He didn't just help a homeless person. Hey, Vivian Stubbs. So Miss Lady says he laughed about Shirley Strawberry going outside in the cold, sleeping on an air mattress, and trying to get a car with Sonia, but have a problem when somebody mentions his downfall. No, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. Miss HLS says Sonia basically let it be known in the text messages who she emailed. Did she? I'm gonna get those. I mean, I know other people have them and stuff and have read them, but I would just like them for myself. So I meant to do that today, but I didn't. But I will be doing that. The only black but not bitter said Hoover was upset in disbelief that Tweety sent a message to Wooten. Nesto was not pleased and wanted her to get the matter straightened out based upon the text messages I read. Okay. Okay. Um Portia Matthews said that credit repair scam. Yeah. I mean, and we know that I don't know, like we know about the one veteran with that credit repair. The thing of it is a lot of victims don't report their crimes. So we don't know how many more victims he got with the credit repair, how many veterans are really out there that he got. We don't know how many victims are out there that he potentially essayed or made strip for their job. I mean, we don't know. We just know the ones who were brave enough to come forward, but we don't know about the ones who didn't. And usually in cases like this, there's always a victim or victims somewhere that don't come forward. I can't say that I would come forward, especially with this case being the way it is. It's a RICO. You've got, all these victims and stuff. I can't say if I was a victim of his, I can't honestly say that I would come forward because I know the shame and embarrassment I feel about, being a part of domestic violence. I already know how I feel about that. And it is still hard for me to talk about, but so I can foresee me not coming forward as a victim of his. I can, because I wouldn't want to just be, I wouldn't want to be involved in it. Champions, I mean, hey champions, how are you doing? Rakia, thank you so much. The counterfeit money. What I still want to know, what was that man doing, or what has he done with that counterfeit money? Because we still don't know that either. CJ said, especially if they're homeless, they're worried about finding something to eat and a place to sleep. That's the biggest problem with this. And not only that, even you could even have some people out there who are addicted to substances who just want their next fix. So they might be willing to sell their social security number or whatever just to get the money together for their next fix. So we don't know. We just simply do not know.
Follow
True.
up. Okay,
True.
so right now, only thing I'm concerned about is the ones who's there right now with me now. Okay, I love Shirley to death. I told you that. The last phone call I said, you asked me, what you gonna do? You gonna try to fight for your marriage? I said, if that's what she would like, yes I am. I can't force nobody to do nothing. And I'm not
That's true.
going to do that. Okay? If I fucked up, I'm a man and I'm going to admit that shit, I'm wrong. Okay? But I'm not finna take some shit that I didn't do. I'm not
I
doing
got you.
that. So when I said I don't give a fuck about that other shit, a lot of shit can be patched up and fixed up and move on and forgiveness. A lot of shit can't. Okay, and I got that part. You see what I'm saying? So to me, I'm a man. I'm gonna stand up 10 toes tall, and I'm gonna handle my motherfucking business like I've been. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to my best friend about no bullshit. Everything I
Yeah, you
told you
will.
for years, the drama that I've been going through, it come right back to the light to you. Damn, he told me that shit. He told me that shit. That's what he told me. It done came out. I ain't making this shit up. And right now they got my co-defendant. I don't need to bring her up. I wasn't lying about that shit either. Guess what? By me talking about it, they got her all out there. They're investigating, trying to figure out what's going on. They see the shit was set up. I ain't making this shit up. Same thing about their house. Oh, he got this, that. No, they finna find out. No, he didn't do that.
What they find out, Nestos, because your co-defendant got a sweet deal and you're still in jail with a RICO. So what they find out, Nestos? What they find out? That's what I want to know. What they find out.
He didn't do that. So all that shit is a bluff. I'm not concerned about that right now. I'm concerned about when I get ready to go to court, how these lawyers going to handle it and free me. The rest of that shit is a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer to me.
No
And the way they
brainer.
did Shirley, that shit was cold motherfucking blooded. That was cold-blooded, bro. It wasn't even about me. It was from me to Shirley to Steve. Just to get back at Steve. Them folks don't know that man. They're
What? I'm Is he okay? Is he saying that? Is he? Del Sol said, "Who said that? Is he okay? Okay, wait. Okay, a lady says he's lying right now. He's lying. Ari Vibes. That's what I wanted to read. Ari Vibes says, wasn't he promising him in June? They would be together. June of 2020. I don't know which June because he's for a while there he was getting out next week. I'm getting out next week. I'm getting out next week. She even told him on a call, "You getting out next week?" He's still there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't keep up. Can't keep up. Um Chick-fil-A gal said at a lady, that's exactly what's um going on. He's mad. Psycho Boney said, did he say 10 toes tall? He probably did because he never gets a thing right. A lady says he and Sonia have the same disease. She uh, fantasize about business and he fantasize about his crimes. Karen S. said, even if Hoover was smiling or sweating in his suit, the fact remains that Nesto is still in jail and Sonia is destroying his defense. You have got to be hey, Damachi the RN, how cold-blooded can you be to email the prosecutor? I mean, really? The prosecutor? I would leave that alone. And he doesn't have sense enough, I guess, because he doesn't want to lose the last link he has. He doesn't have sense enough to cuss her out because I'd have cussed her out. I would have. Danielle said he doesn't give 1 cent. He doesn't give 1 cent about Shirley. He has not said he's sorry about hurting her once because he doesn't think he doesn't think that he has. He does not think that he has. J says, I think it was June 2023. He was telling her that's the call when he talked about Shirley's age, like she doesn't have long to live. That pissed me off. That pissed me off. The only Tyrone Bickham says, I've been trying to explain to people ex-crackhead doesn't mean broke or uneducated. I'm a multimillionaire who fell from grace when I lost my feather. Never judge a book by its cover. No, never judge a book by its cover. And we don't do that. But I can say, not you, Tyrone Biggums, but there are people out there who might be, a victim of substance abuse, be it substances or alcohol, that might do whatever it is they need to do to get what they need next. They might even be doing, especially you have an alcoholic who's just trying to stay warm or just trying to keep a roof over their head. They can rent a social security. Let me tell you, I've seen, because I've worked with the migrant population. So, people do not only just sell social security numbers, but they rent them too. So that does happen. Hey, Joseph Borg, how are you doing? Kimmy Who said Hoover is probably begging Nesto to take a deal just to get away from these morons. I know he is glad that he is taking that leave of absence. That's probably why he's taking a leave of absence. A lady says Smokey is a multimillionaire. Yeah, he is a multimillionaire. We living high on the hog as multimillionaires over here. Tyrone Biggums, we are. We are. Hey, twin mom of 14.
They ain't never seen that man but on TV. Just lying. So I commend him too as well. That man say, man, my wife been together 17 years through the fucking thick and thin. Yep. Guess what? You think he ain't been through no shit? The same thing I'm going through, a little bit worse, that we don't know nothing about? Come on.
Steve Harvey has been through cheating allegations. You're actually going through crimes. Crimes against children, crimes against women. What on earth? You can't compare you and Steve Harvey. You just can't. The Only Black But Not Bitter says you can tell by the last two calls that whatever happened in court, it wasn't good. He got up at 2 a.m. and sat in a holding cell all day. If it was good news, we'd have heard it in his voice. We would have. We would have, and he'd be talking about, how all of us was going to pay him money, like he is right here on this call. Joseph Bullard said until Nesto repents, he's going nowhere. God will never hear him till this, as much as he claims to read. The Bible hasn't figured this out. The Bible, what? The Bible? The Bible, he hasn't figured this out. And you know what? Is I know the Bible lady, she used to run up there, so I'm assuming, and from what I've seen from the visits, she's not running up there anymore. I want to know why. Why is she not going up there anymore? Petty Patty said at The Only Black But Not Bitter, and he woke up the next morning still upset. Can you imagine? Have you ever gone to bed mad about something and you wake up, you go to sleep, you eventually fall asleep. You wake up and you just as pissed off that morning as you was that night when you went to sleep. Can you imagine that? I love that for him. Hey, One Pepsi, how are you?
And I know that for a fucking fact. I know that for a fact. So what I'm saying to you is, hey, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. That's it. If I go and say, hey, Shirley, please forgive me to the world, you think a motherfucker going to say, damn, what you going to do? If you got some kind of godliness in you, if you're a Christian, you go to church every motherfucking week, Bible study every Wednesday and Sunday night, you can't forgive, you're a motherfucking fool. What you going for? So I'm not trying to hear that shit, sir.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Not at all. So I'm trying to save my motherfucking ass right now. Why she got her?
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, let me explain it. Then you can.
Go ahead.
She said she was gonna think she, but she's gonna lose her job. I said, listen, man, it's about money, bro. That lady have value. She has value, and I told you that. Am I fucking right now? I said that man got her back. It's been getting a long time. I know that. When I first got locked up, she called that man and told him I was locked up. When they put all that shit on TV the first time, all that shit was said in these phone calls. You can't get away from this shit.
Wait a minute. Did that happen? Okay, when the phone call went out and the thing about her talking about being in Marjorie's house, I remember that, but prior to that, like, she hadn't told them anything, because when she did her own Strawberry Letter, she was talking about how she hadn't told him, but apparently Mississippi Monica, was keeping him abreast of everything that was going on. Am I getting this wrong? Kiki in DC said, I wonder if Shirley listens to these phone calls and visits. I doubt it. Why would she? I wouldn't. Because for me, if I was her, if this were me in this situation, this would be a constant reminder of me being played for a fool, me being a fool, and I'm not saying she's a fool. I'm just saying that that's how I would feel like I was a fool, and the more these calls come out, the more we hear. So I personally, if it were me in her shoes, I wouldn't want to listen to him. I would not want to hear these calls. I would not want to sit up and listen, see no visits between him and somebody who not only is he communicating with more than me, but somebody who he was apparently dealing with when he was out in the free world with me. So I wouldn't want to listen. I wouldn't want to listen. I wouldn't want to hear any of it. I would just, like she did, get her divorce and be on her married way. Bessie Jules said, keep in mind, Steve is a major liar too. He sure is. He had to know why Nesto wasn't on the trips. And he might have known that like at some point in time there was, but it was kind of like there was some separation, but then they were still hanging out because even though they were separated, they still went to, what was it, 4th of July fireworks or whatever they went to. So it was still kind of some, I guess we're separated but dating type of thing going on, I think. Miss Lady said even after Nesto was upset, uh the hen sent a letter to Wooten. He said, "I love you." Yeah, yeah, he did. B. Ann said these calls can cause her emotional setbacks. It's not a good idea. She'll learn about them through the trial. And I think, maybe she was probably told some things maybe by some friends, maybe by the divorce attorney, and maybe even by the investigators and the prosecutor. She's probably been told some things, but to actually sit and listen, there's no way. There's no way I would do that. Not at all. Alicia Philly Girl said, I think they were only separated because they didn't have a place to live together. Well, no, because he was staying in the hotel. Remember, she could have stayed in that hotel with him. She could have been right there with them. But I think he was like laid up in there with Melanie Scretchen and stuff. But so no, I do think it was a valid separation. I just think it was one of those separating but dating type of ordeals. To see, maybe to see what happens. Petty said, yes, Shirley told Steve what was going on. Steve told her that she needed to get herself together because there was some type of clause in her contract. Yeah, there probably is like a morals clause or something, and it's really not good to be working for iHeartRadio and be adjacent to someone who's accused of having CP and SA in people and stealing from people, really, stealing vehicles, stealing money, stealing all kinds of things.
You understand what I'm saying? So really, whoever put that shit out, they thought it's gonna hurt a motherfucker, but really it make a motherfucker stronger. So to me, in my heart, Shirley's a strong motherfucking woman. She might play.
Okay, Shay B, I wanna address that. Shay B said, wait, I was under the impression that the other RICO case Hoover was going to work on, that defendant took a plea. Oh, really? Really? Maybe so. So are we saying that Gilberto might not be taking a leave of absence? Is that what we're saying? I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. Petty says Steve also told her that she need to get out them people. Yeah, yeah. And I thought that was mean. I thought that was a mean thing to say. I mean, I just personally, I mean, as a friend, I guess you could say whatever to your friends, but I just think that was a mean thing for him to say. It's complicated. Said. By Sonia sending that email to Wooten now, he will be pulling all of their calls. Trust me, Wooten has a lot of these calls already. The next hearing is on June the 9th. Is that so that okay, on the 9th, maybe I should look. So on the 9th, is this going to be his final plea or are we going to hear a ruling on the motions? Sonia seems to think that the judge was going to rule in the favor of the defense. I don't think so because if you Will Wooten's supplemental was very clear. I don't think if the judge read, okay, the motion and then Hoover's response plus the supplemental, I really find it, how can you rule? Because, that means Nesto has no standing. He has no standing to make any claims on that vehicle. So it seems to me like the judge would be ruling in the prosecution's favor. Pavlova said, yes, he took a plea in the case closed. Okay, so he took a plea in that. The other RICO people. Justin's mom says Hoover's leave was canceled. Okay, all right. Bible Lady said, correct, Hoover will not be taking leave because the client pled. You know what? Hoover is probably upset though. I mean, he probably wanted the client to take a plea, but at the same time, that means, can you imagine Hoover's probably like, oh Lord, now I got to go back dealing with this nut and his side piece. I know if I was Hoover, I'd be saying that. Oh my gosh, I would definitely be saying that. Oh, mm. So, okay, June the 9th is motions. Okay, so we will be hearing on the motions on the 9th. That's cool. Good. I'm glad because I'm ready to hear on these motions. I personally think, I don't know what y'all think, but like I said, based on the prosecution's response and the supplemental, I feel like Nesto has no standing, but I'm not a judge. I don't profess to know all of the legal things, but that's the way I see it.
Feel a certain kind of way, but she ain't goddamn weak at all. So she don't prove that to me. So it is what it is. And I'm standing by that. Straight the fuck up. So go ahead with your question, sir. Go ahead with your question.
You said a few minutes ago that everything, that the way she did her.
I sped this up. Y'all let me know if y'all think it's too fast. The Only Black But Not Bitter said 11 gang members pled guilty to 114 count indictment in Lawrence County. Miss HLS said, I agree, but the judge is different. Yeah. But I mean, if I were, yeah, I'm just saying, if I was Madam Judge sitting up there, Your Honor, I would say, no, evidence comes in. He has no standing, but that's just me. Rakia said maybe Sonia was contacting Wooten about asking for a plea deal for Nesto. I don't think he's interested in giving him a plea deal for whatever reason. I don't know, but I don't think Wooten is interested in giving him a plea deal.
The way they did her was wrong. You said they want about you. They did her like they did the Steve. Is that what you just said?
Come on, man. Where the article started from that? They've been saying, oh, Steve was the one did interview, do something. See the
right. I already, that went through. I know that. That's not. She admitted that too. That's yeah, right.
So just
I knew that.
Just lying. Come on. So this right here listen, man.
We weren't lying. We made a mistake. We were going there. I didn't read an article saying Steve introduced them. I don't know where I got that from, but I don't recall reading an article. I didn't hear that on the news. They ain't spoke Steve Harvey's name on the news, not the real news. Now maybe some content creators have, but the thing of it is, when I hear content creators who talked about the Steve Harvey and Marjorie situation, I didn't hear Nesto's name mentioned. I didn't. So I'm not understanding. Steve Harvey just took that moment to become a part of Shirley's strawberry letters so he could blow off steam. As far as I'm concerned, I don't understand what Steve Harvey was so angry about. It had nothing to do with him. Nothing at all. My Ty says Shirley Strawberry said it was raining on the 4th of July. But the picture they posted was a bright sunny day. I do recall her or somebody saying it was a storm. A lady said, is that what he said? Mushmouth is taking me out. Kimmy, who said, I wouldn't put it past Sonia to try and contact the judge. She is just that attention seeking. And I agree with you. I do believe that she would contact the judge. I really do. Because no matter what, she's going to think, why ever she's contacting the judge, that she's within her. She might, she might be trying to give that piece of information that she claims to have found on Sylvia's channel. She might be trying to give that to Hoover, and he ain't interested. So maybe she's trying to give it to Wooten, and I could hear Wooten say, get out of here, fly shoe, fly shoe. And then, her trying to jump over to both of them and give it to the judge. I could see something like that happening. I really could. Soul Power said, for some reason, I thought Steve introduced them too. I don't know where, yeah, me too. I don't know where it came from, but that was the impression I got. Salt and Pepper Trusted said, I think people assume Steve introduced them because he was matchmaking on his talk show at that time. That could be true. And also, I can see there being some confusion because when he proposed to her, he came up to the radio station. So I can see that.
When them folks ran my tag, man, and ran that truck and ran the tag name and all that, that's when the shit started, bro. If I was a regular motherfucker, and I am a regular motherfucker, let me take that statement back. I am a regular motherfucker. But if it wasn't for who I was married to, this shit wouldn't have blowed up this far.
Oh, I agree with that too. I totally agree with that. It would have been just water up on the bridge.
Y'all are
I wouldn't even got this far.
delusional.
I would have been gone. I've been gone home. How am I been to deal with what I got to deal with?
Delusional.
Well, I don't know about that.
No. What I'm saying is, it wouldn't never got this far. Period.
I believe that's for the publicity because of who you're married to. I got that. If you were married to a little girl standing down the street, they're staying, you know, in a regular house. No, it wouldn't have been all over Google. It wouldn't have been all over the news. It wouldn't have been on Fox News.
His crimes are his crimes. It doesn't matter whether he's married to Shirley Strawberry, if he were married to Sonia, if he was married to Backwoods Betsy. His crimes are still crimes. It has nothing to do with it. He probably wouldn't have been able to achieve the level of criminality that he did if he was married to Backwoods Betsy. But the fact that he's married to her has nothing to do with it. It's complicated says she sent the email concerning the truck that Shirley knew about the truck. She sent that to Hoover or Wooten or both, because I can see her doing all the above. Hoover, Wooten, then the judge. I can see that happening. I really can.
I do agree with that.
I've been dealing with this shit for 8.5 years, bro. I've been dealing with this same shit. Who I'm associated with.
Yeah, but that's what you like, though. You go after the celebrities. If you like, that's what you like. You're talking about nigga.
Hold on. No, that ain't true, because I didn't go after Shirley. That shit just dropped in my motherfucking lap. That's some bullshit.
What?
I didn't go after her. No.
Who you were with before that?
I was with Ebony.
You ain't got to call her name. I already know.
Yeah, I didn't go look for them. Them folks came straight to my shop. Going to get some motherfucking backwoods. Come on now, stand outside out there.
But what I'm saying is, the status on them, and then the girl that's working at the drive-thru at damn McDonald's, that you go get your Big Mac and your chocolate chip cookie from. You ain't trying to holler at them, and you ain't gonna mess with them.
Okay, all right. So your point is what?
The point is nothing. You know the point. Because I don't want this phone call to be played back and they twisting my goddamn word.
Hey, listen,
Honest friend said that he likes celebrities, and that's all he. No, I don't want that. But we don't have this conversation before. You know what you like.
I get it.
You know what you tell me you like. There's a couple of them you told me you like. There's one particular that you were crazy about that you didn't win and got yet. That's all that word was her name. And you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you told me, my partner, I'm going to get her.
Okay. Well, I never went and got her. Never went and got her. Yeah, we never got it. It wasn't me.
Because she had her own thing going on.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? Here's the thing, and that's another thing. Them folks went through hell too. Them folks went through hell. Yeah, they did.
So did.
You sure? I'm glad you brought that to my. Them folks were going through hell every day.
So so what I'm getting, she sent that to Wooten. Wow. You have got to be kidding me. And I do remember her saying she ended it with a smile. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Mai Tai says if you go for famous women, you have to deal with the limelight. And he wasn't even behaving himself accordingly. He didn't even go along to get along. Like, he didn't even pretend like, oh, well, I got this now. I'm going to go on the, you know how sometimes you get better, so you do better. He didn't even go on the up and up, when he did get better. His criminality just got bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Oh, man, you so right about that. And you don't hear nothing about him no more. Man, you so right. You so right now. You're right. So, this shall pass. I understand that part. But my main concern is to get in her face, Shirley's face, and apologize in her face. Look in her eyes. Other than that, ask for forgiveness. That's all that matters to me. All that other shit don't matter to me. That don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
That shit ain't gonna stop me doing what I need to do in living. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. No. So I'm just telling my partner, it's not. It's not. It's not gonna stop me from doing whatever I need to do to survive. It's not. So.
What's your daughter say? You talk to her?
I talk to her, but we don't really talk like this, and I'm glad I don't.
Okay.
Because I don't want the grandkids, and I don't want none of that shit being
Right.
involved.
I'm just curious to know what her opinion, what they think about what they saying about her dad. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Well,
Okay.
let me tell you, with the party, before I got locked up, she had a long conversation with me. And you know what she said? If I ever deal with a man in life again, I would like him to be like you, because I've seen you go through a lot of shit. Fight for them, fight for custody for them, all that shit coming out of prison. You know what I'm saying? I did all that.
Fight
I did
for
what I had God
custody?
to give me, and I did it. So I'm going to do it again. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to do it again. So my main concern here is Shirley when I get out. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about the rest of the shit with nobody else.
That's your main concern. All right. You think you can get her back?
Absolutely, because she has a forgiving heart. She's old enough to understand people make mistakes. She understands that, but she has to have a reason why, and I understand that too. So, and I'm good on that. I'm good at that.
Didn't he not meet Laverte until jail? When he went to jail, her mama took her up. He didn't meet Dion until he was 13. What custody? Who? Who fought? Who fought? Leo Lady said, boy, the lies that flow. Oh my gosh, custody. Oh, stop it. The only black but not bitter said, I'm betting that Shirley won't take it. I'm betting that too. Del Sol said at DW, yes, another example is no way she worked as a paralegal or anything with criminal law. She should know that, right? Because DW was talking about, the ex parte conversation. So anything that she sent to Wu, he was going to have to share it with the defense. And he's already shared it because he's already proved that Shirley did not know or any of that. So Sonia willy-nilly finds an email, supposedly, allegedly from Shirley, saying she knew about the vehicle, when I, in all actuality, believe that was from Erica posing as Shirley, as she has on many occasions. So all you've done was dug a hole deeper for this man, because and first of all, Erica can already say, yeah, I did it, because she got her plea deal. Plus, remember, he has that terabyte of documentation from Erica, not to mention the other document, all the files and things that he has. So, honey, Sonia thought she was doing something by giving that piece of information over, and she ain't do nothing but probably dig a hole. You got to check the IP address. Do you not think that these people don't know that you have to check an IP address? They know this. The police know they have to check IP. Do you not think before they bought, and especially as long as it took them to bring these CP charges, do you not think that these people did not check an IP address beforehand? Do you not think they did not get the pictures looked at forensically? Do you think that they just, oh, we'll shoot first, ask questions later? No, they asked questions first, then they shot what they shoot it, their shot, however you say it, is what they did. Come on now, come on. But she thinks she is really explaining. She couldn't even say, when she was talking on that recent call, she didn't even say, I can't remember the word she used, but she didn't say motion, she didn't say supplement, she didn't use those words. The words that she used, I likened to what you use in high school when you're doing a report, so a book report. She didn't even use like legal terms when she talked about it. So not at all. Is it Tora GB1? Welcome. I didn't see you come in.
And she say, no, that's cool. I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. I ain't forcing nobody to be with me. I ain't forcing nobody to do a damn thing. Let people follow their heart. You heard what she said? I ain't letting nobody pressure me to do nothing. You heard?
Right.
I'm not.
You remember that? You know that question I always ask you, and my favorite question I always ask you, and you can never give me no answer. And I'd be like, Ernest, do you? And you know the question I'm talking about?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
So,
I do.
so do you?
Yes, I do.
So when you was out here, you wouldn't never say it.
No, I once said a lot of things.
How you keep asking me that for, Dre? I mean, you don't understand, Dre. So I just.
Okay. Wait, you know what? And I'm gonna tell you how you told me. We gonna have that conversation when we ride. Because, see, first of all, you and I know if you got a heart, you don't really understand your heart until that shit is hurt. So right now, I feel for her because I'm hurting for her. If it's something I did or something I didn't do, and something to bring her in harm's way, that shit's fucking with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know it's a lot of bullies out here, and motherfucker make shit seem like it need to be. And one thing I do know, I do remember, I said, well, how? You got this conversation. I said, how do people don't like you? She's such a sweet-ass woman. She said, you'll be surprised how many people don't like me. And I still couldn't get that to the day. But now that I'm locked up and I see what the fuck, how this shit going down, man, I understand. And the story she used to tell me when they was doing that shit at that show in L.A., how motherfucker hated them and they had to get bodyguards and motherfuckers came up to the station and wanted to shoot them and kill them and all that shit. I couldn't imagine that. You kind of understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but now.
I think, Danya, he did. She was told to quit contacting Hannah when she was Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Would you say, Bible lady, bring her in arm's way? You can't make it up, can you, Bible lady? It's too complicated. Says so now, Dre, you knew he never loved Shirley because he couldn't say it, right?
Now I see how they survived that storm, and now they perfect the storm that they're dealing with now with Shirley. It makes all the sense in the world now. She was there for him when he was going through what the fuck he was going through. Now she's going through some shit. He's doing the same thing. So I know she gonna be all right. And plus she's strong, but she's strong-minded. I mean, she ain't gonna ask you for shit. She gonna try to do it all by herself. She gonna try to do all that until it's unbearable. So it is what it is. So you'll see. She said she filed for a divorce. So I mean, I didn't hear that part. That's what the people say. I didn't hear that part.
You heard it.
Did you hear that part?
Well, I think what I heard her say, and I don't want to quote her wrong, is that the divorce is on the way or something that she say. Have I heard her say that she filed it? The date, the time, and the stat.
She said divorce proceedings are underway, Dre. That's what she said. But y'all know what I can't stand? I don't at first when we first learned of Dre, we liked him because we thought, okay, finally someone to hold him accountable. But now we see he doesn't hold him accountable for anything. And I don't like the way, it's almost like shucking and jiving. You know what you heard. You heard the same thing we all heard. She said divorce proceedings are on the way. Now, it may have taken a few more months for her to actually get it together. And who knows? Maybe she had to get the money together before she could do it. I don't know. But I just this backpedaling and all of the stuff that Dre does, he's just as disgusting as the rest of them. A lady said strong black women because we have to be. If Sanders are in here, hey, Sanders are in. Leo Lady says you are hanging with the Moonlighters. We have one love and we keep it ivory. Yes, we do, Leo Lady. Yes, we do. Um, Kimmy Who says, when this is over, I hope Shirley sues Sonia. Um, Not only for defamation, do they have tell me in Georgia, do they have, because I know they have it in the Carolinas, but the alienation of affection thing, you know how you can sue, your spouse's side piece. Do they have that there in Georgia? Because I'd get Sonya for that too. She always trying to sue somebody. I would definitely sue. Oh, they don't. Oh, man. Bible lady said no alienation of affection. Man, well, I could dream.
And she's getting it. I think on that interview, I think her say that she said it in a nice way, not where you can say that she on a file and then go down and look at the records. But I think she said her life. I don't know. I got to listen to the last interview. It's on the way or proceeding or something. But I don't think she said she's done it. I hadn't heard her say she's done it, and I haven't talked to her since that last time that you and I. Right, that I talked, and she said that. So I haven't even talked to her. I talked to Dion said he talked to her. But I hadn't heard from her.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
That's all I can do right now, man. I got to concentrate on me getting out of here.
Sassy Experience says, Legacy, I slightly disagree. Dre tries to hold him accountable, but Nesto don't listen. So he just says, F it. I'm free. He ain't. Let's have shit and laugh. Mary Willis said Dre is the worst kind, and Peppermint Patty said, well, she done it now. Yeah, it's over. It's over now. Okay, Luther. Where's Miss HLS? Let me sing a song. It's over now.
And that's coming. Like I said, I know that's coming. That's coming. And that's it, man. That's all I can do. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do. You know, my time coming. Shit, but I ain't gonna be no fool. I ain't gonna get out here and be no motherfucking jackrabbit fool now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Jackrabbit.
Well orchestrated.
It's gonna have to be.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be no diamond now. You ain't got to worry about that part. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that. The only thing is keep doing what you're doing, keep living. And like I said, this year passed and it will be smooth out because I got to make it smooth out. I ain't got no choice. If that's my job every day, to clean my shit up, that's what I'm on. So I'm not worrying about that part. Not at all. Yeah, I'm not.
So when the next court date is?
I go on the 25th. That's when everything gonna start rocking and rolling.
That's when I go home.
Oh, this month?
Yeah, this month, right?
Yeah.
That's when
I go home.
Yeah.
So when you say everything rocking and rolling,
that means that every charge that I got, we're finna start on it right now. We're finna start.
Okay.
It's a final plea. And I ain't never had a plea. I'm gonna be the final plea. I never had a plea. So.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me September 14th, 2023, he thought, and this is before RICO, okay? He thought this, how am I have a final plea and I ain't had no plea? You had an arraignment. That's where you say guilty, not guilty. Oh my gosh. It's too complicated, said Nesto. But what this have to do with the price of tea in China? We are waiting for you to explain why in the hell you are talking to Sonia about her blueberries. Okay, Soul Power said, where does he get these sayings from? Jack Rabbit Fool. What he does is he messes up these popular sayings. That's what he does. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Everything. And I remember I made my mind up. I got everything to be documented.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Everything going to be documented. Everything going to be filmed. And every conversation is going to be, I got to document it down. I know them court reporters. So I'm getting all transcripts of everything. So we're going to come on with it. So let them just keep on talking, brother. Let's just let them keep on talking. Yeah, let them keep talking. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that. This phone was going to cut off. But I don't know if you remember.
That's fine. Call me back if you want to.
Yeah. So I'm, yeah. So, that sound like I'm laughing and it sounds like a joke to me. I always laugh.
He does know that court because he's thinking like he's going to have the transcripts to everything and this is going to allow him to sue. He does know the court reporters don't report on YouTube. He does know this, right? I'm asking. I'm asking for Shay B's cousin because I'm not sure if he knows, okay? So, oh Lord, Tyrone Biggums is trying to pick up the new girl. He says, Tora GB1, hey PYT, Tyrone want to welcome you. You got to watch out for Tyrone Biggums around here. You really do. You really do.
On the worst situation in my life, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. So I take this shit very, very seriously. Very seriously. Don't think I don't. And don't think I don't know. Your partner knows that my name is some shit. I got that. I understand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I understand all of that. I understand all of that. So, and I know what I'm facing when I get out there.
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
This next call is a continuation of the last two conversations. You will hear a mutual friend of Ernesto and Dre join the call for a short time. Take a listen.
Okay, go ahead, Uncut.
I ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Shirley's divorced finally. You've been here all this time. She says his brain has exploded. That's why he messes up everything he says. Yes, all of the sayings he messes up. Soul Power says when those yeah starts, it has to be a minimum of 10. Lord. Yeah, it has to be a minimum of 10. Has to be. Has to be.
Yeah. Okay, so feed me some more, sir. Let me hear a little bit more.
You're doing all the talking. You're doing all that
Let me
talking.
hear that pot, sir.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just speaking my facts. I'm just speaking my facts now. That's all.
That's you all in your feelings.
No,
I just told you. I just told you what's going on out here. I mean, I don't know how you want me to sugarcoat it.
But I don't.
You know, you're getting all mad, cussing and stuff, and you know, all that. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Well, when I'm chilling and laughing, you're like, oh man, you laughing now. But then when I go talk to switch that shit around, you say, now I'm popping. What's money gonna be, sir?
Okay.
I'm saying, what's money gonna be? What's money gonna be? That's all. I mean, but you're right what you're saying. I mean, you're right what you're saying. I'm not saying you're not right. All I'm saying is that here, you say it's hard to defend me. I got that part. But it's also hard to defend me if you have all the true information.
Wait a minute, y'all. So Sassy Experience said, why until 3 minutes ago, I thought Tyrone B was legit Legacy's little honey bun. Yes, I'm being messy, but not intentionally. No. That Tyrone Biggums is for the streets. That's all I can say. Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait. We have a travesty of justice here. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out this travesty of injustice that we got going on. Where is my travesty of injustice that is happening here? Let's see. I can't. My travesty. Hey, y'all, there's the travesty right there.
Say sorry.
Uh-oh.
Say sorry.
Uh-oh.
Say sorry.
Uh-oh.
Say sorry.
Uh-oh.
I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors.
together. All right, here we go. We're back. We are back. Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. I'm talking. So y'all, please, I don't want them ushers to. I want them to open them doors back up. So, all right, y'all. We gonna finish. We are gonna finish. Here we go.
And sometimes it matter and sometimes it don't matter. But it do on a critical situation. In this critical situation, I broke it down the best way I could.
Okay.
So my
It is a critical situation being broken down the best way he can. Only the way that Nesto knows how to break it down. Okay, that's what we doing. We breaking it down the only way he knows how.
thing is, the best answers I can give that's just factual. I don't care about what nobody talking about, because that shit ain't doing nothing for me. Now, what I do care about again is Shirley. If we get together and if we don't get together, I'm still gonna make it right by her. That is my job. That's my job. You asked me that before several times. That's my job. And it does say in the conversation that everybody listened to when I first got locked up, save yourself. She didn't catch it. You see? She didn't catch it. So I didn't want her to go through all this, because I knew that all this shit was coming. I didn't know
You, in your wildest dreams, did not know this was coming the way it has come. No, you didn't. So you need to stop. Hey, Stacia, Forever Home, how are you doing? Soul Power, the outcast is Nesto is so dramatic, and the woman he chose said, "Man, please, okay, I know, just please."
all this was coming. I didn't know it was gonna get this fucking blown out of proportion. No, I did not. I know that part. But I did know it was going to be some kind of backlash drama. But let me be honest with you.
Backlash drama.
I trust nothing going on when it comes down to my life
Backlash
right now.
drama.
And the reason I say that is, no one and nobody would have known what I had going on until that lawyer filed that damn motion with Shirley's name on it. That's when it started. Right there.
Sir, I don't know if your girlfriend hasn't told you, but we was checking for you before. Krill Lewis. We say barbecue stand. We was checking for you before that, Nesto. We was all up in your case before that. We just happened to be watching when he said that, but we was in your case before that, okay? Okay. Tyrone Bigham says, "Hello, Stacia Forever Home." Says, "Hey, Tenderoni." Mm-mm. I told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all gotta watch out for that Tyrone Biggums. You really, really do.
And I don't know who did it, how they did it, but when that motion came out,
Delicate Dell, you said code 10. Delicate Dell said code 10, code 10.
and it was time me to go to that Zoom court. That Zoom court had a recording on it. That
Wait, did y'all hear that? He said that resume court. Did y'all? He said resume court. That's it, Jewel. He said resume court. That's it, Jewel. You said he's talking about BC. Oh, I remember but I don't recall BC mentioning Shirley, but I do recall Krill Lewis saying it, because he tried not to say it, but he did. Del Sol said he has to find someone else liable for his mess. It's complicated said, "You are a liar. You're trying to throw Shirley up under the bus, or shall I say truck." You missed it. Yes, Justin's mom. He said that resume court. That resume court.
that lawyer filed that damn motion with Shirley's name on it. That's when it started. Right there. And I don't know who did it, how they did it, but when that motion came out and it was time me to go to that Zoom court, that Zoom court had
Did you hear it, Justin's mom? That resume court. This man don't even know what kind of court he goes to. Because you know that resume court is recorded. It's on YouTube. Judge Manning. 5 o'clock every evening, except for when she's on in the afternoon, hearing motions.
Recording on it. That judge right there, she has a YouTube channel.
Guess what, Nestos? They all do. Now, not everybody shows their court, but they all have it, Nestos. It's not new. You know what, Nestos? I'm going to let you in on something. They started a lot of this, it became really, really popular during the pandemic, okay? And it just never stopped because we now have enjoyed the convenience of things in our own homes. So the resume court is shown. And so now he going to sue Judge Manning, I guess. I don't know.
He do, she puts it on YouTube. They was not supposed, that lawyer was supposed to, when he's supposed to ask the judge and the courtroom not to record anything with his client. He did not.
Right.
Do that.
Who said that? Where did Sonya tell him this? Nesto, do you know the public has a right to know about you people who are criminals and who commit crimes? We have a right to know. So, yes. Do you know what, Nesto? They have child protective court hearings. Zoom court, yes. Child protective services hearings are held on Zoom court. I've seen plenty of them. Rent cases, traffic court. Nesto is all on internet because it is for the convenience. There are people out there who don't have transportation, who can't afford transportation. Now they could do these things from their home. There are special services out there that not only give people of lower income thresholds access to free internet, they also can get free tablets and things. So Nestos, this World Wide Web thing is a big thing. Okay, it's a big thing now. Um, Tora GB1 says, I don't understand how Shirley could deal with him for real, for real. I mean, Steve is at least rich and her employer. She get paid to deal with his nonsense. Hey, Mrs. CLC, how are you? Popeye's Tribe Urban Media said, where did Shirley find this dude? I don't know, but she didn't find him on resume court. And guess what, Nestos? Guess what? Your divorce was on resume court. Everything is on resume court now, Nestos. So we know everything. And plus, your attorney is not supposed to say, don't have my client on there because it's public record. It is a matter. Anybody, Joe Public, can go sit in the courtroom and listen to your case because he wants to. That's just how it works, Nestos. That's the way that the world turns now. And ain't none of it AI. It's all real in real time. D-Dub says he wants to complain that he's regular, but he wants VIP consideration. Mary Willis said, where is my Tylenol? Resume court. That attorney was supposed to say, don't say my client's name on. And not only that, now this is something that they did that they probably should rethink, is naming the victims on there. They should probably depending on what they're a victim of, I guess, maybe. And I will say Judge Manning, especially when she had to say that thing about children and animals, Judge Manning mumbled that as best she could without saying it. But, we all knew. We already knew, Nestos. That's all I could say. Shaby says, Marvelous Moonlighters, the likes are in arrears. Now is the time to make good. Yes. Because, don't forget, we still have you locked in the doors of the church. Don't forget that, y'all.
That was his mistake. Okay. Does he want to own up to it? No. Oh, I don't suppose. You know how they go. You already know. What I'm finna say is, I don't trust nothing right now. I don't. They made it out. They made my situation out of a joke. And all this was going on in Fulton County Jail and Fannie Mae, Trump, all this shit don't make it worse right now.
Worse.
So, I got caught up in a bad time getting locked up. Bad time. So I'm not blaming nobody. I want to get that shit straight. I'm not blaming nobody.
But you are.
That I'm not doing. I'm talking about my immediate circle. not the world. I'm talking about my immediate circle. I'm not blaming nobody.
Right.
So I just got to get out, get my freedom, and handle my business, and I already know how I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to do it clumsy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it classy, keep 1,000, and that's it.
Classy?
At the end of the day, ain't nobody going to make sure this feel better but me talking.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
if you say
That's
so.
it. So motherfuckers can call, they can do this, do that, because the answers got to come from me. She the one got to have the questions, and I got to have the answers. But I got my facts together. So I'm really done with that. I'm really done with it.
Ray Dalio said, is there ever a good time to get locked up? I don't know why Fannie Mae locked this man up and put a RICO on him. I don't know what's wrong with Fannie Mae and Will Wooten. I just don't know. The old lady said, y'all all said, is there a good time to get locked up? I don't know.
That's it. Do me a favor. Do check on it time by time. It ain't me calling. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not doing that until I have my papers in my motherfucking hand.
Right.
Okay.
That's it. And I can straighten my own motherfucking business.
All right.
Right.
Yep. And I'm not gonna. What I will say this is, as any woman I've been with, I'm gonna make sure she's straight.
Okay.
That I'm gonna do. Cause she didn't cause all this. She did the best she can do. And you're right about all of that, which I know that. So don't think that I don't recognize all that, because I do. So, but all the odds against me, sir, you are being another witness of all this. And it's going to turn back around. And you're going to be laughing.
You're a witness of my
What
greatness.
am I be laughing at?
Because first of all, you analyze situations and you understand the concept of life.
Does
a lot
he?
of people don't.
Does
They just
he?
go by hearsay. They go by what they see. They don't go by thinking and pulling the layers off the conversation.
Are you trying to tell me that Dre analyzes situations, but us, we just kind of sit and just pull stuff? We don't try to analyze or do any of those things. We just take something and run with it. This is what he's saying about us, y'all, just in case.
You do. So it's hard to have conversation with people who can't see that far.
Right.
This is the same man who calls his partner who is in jail to whine about the troubles he's having with his son instead of talking to his son, or maybe his son's mama, or maybe his mama, or a sibling. He calls his partner who is in jail, but he analyzes things. All right.
So that's basically how the shit goes. So it is what it is. Let them keep digging. To me, whatever can dig, whatever they find, it can't do nothing but help me. It can't hurt me no more. They already got all they can get.
Right. Right.
So what else is next? Until that died down. What else? You done killed everything. Everything you done killed. Now you agree or disagree?
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I hear you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry you're going through this with your people and how.
I ain't worried about them folks. I ain't worried about them folks. I don't answer questions. One of the things people know, if I don't want to talk about it, I ain't gonna talk about it. And even when you was out here, they start trying to talk, I just ignore it. I don't want to hear. I can't nobody talk about my friends. I don't do no gossip. I'm not gonna gossip on the phone with nobody else about you, and you're not there. I tell you about it, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's you.
So come on, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. They come to me about Todd. Listen, he ain't here. I don't want to hear that. I shut it down.
That's right.
You do the same thing. When you come over there on the yard and you trying to talk about me, Madden and all that, you shut it down.
Shut it down.
He don't shut. Sir, this is the same man who told his side chick that you was out in the woods going crazy and crying and he had to come and get you. He said that on a recorded jail call that he knew we were all listening to. Shaby said, meanwhile, Lamont is in the witness protection program and ain't sending shit. Mrs. CLC says, you let silly side hen keep digging. You didn't tell her to stop talking. on your shit. All right, Mrs. CLC. Soul Power the Outcast said he gossiped to Sonya about you, Dre. He sure did. Hey, Paradise in Mexico. How are you doing? Paradise in Mexico said, Lord, I've been playing YouTube musical chairs with you today. And we are over here at the Legacy Moon House having a good old time. D-Dub said, Nesto, don't shut Sonya down. Never. Never. She can never do wrong.
And go right back in there. I don't know why they say they come up tell you like they telling you something that you ain't been knowing me longer than he had. What you running to him for?
Yeah. This is.
If anybody understand me, he understand me. You don't understand me.
This is what I'm gonna say. You said, "Hey man,
Wait, why is Smokey innocent? Smokey is innocent. Says, well, we're talking about both of you and judging. Yes, we are, because I know I am. Leo Lady said, not only that, he let Sonya call Dre an idiot. He sure did. And Miss Principal said, Leo Lady, yes. And if you close your eyes, it's like eating at Chili's. What
I
are
don't
y'all
know about that
talking
other
about?
shit, but I know my partner, he love women. But yeah, what? It's clear to tell you straight down. If I said something about the woman, young lady, whatever, how, titty, this and that, well, guess what? I love women, man. I'm sorry. Fuck it. I ain't going back from that. I ain't gay. I don't like none of that. I don't like none of that stranger. I don't like none of that. So, to me, if that's what you got me on, okay, I'm cool.
D-Dove says Dre may have known Nesto longer, but YouTube knows him better. Yeah, we do. Hey, Libra Queen.
On that. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn. I love women. You got problems? I love women. I'm a man. When I fucked up, whatever. That's fine. If that's what you say, if you want to judge me on that, okay, that's fine. You understand what I'm saying now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all. That's when I be saying certain things. Maybe I made myself a little bit more clear. So that's the best clear I can get right now. That's the best I can get. So I ain't trying to make up no excuses. I ain't trying to put no clause on no shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shirley be fine. She ain't dead. She ain't sick. She can get material stuff. She get money. She can get all that shit back. All that come back. I ain't got to deal with no daughter no more. I ain't got to deal with none of that shit no more. It's out there in the air now. So I'm good. Right.
It's out in the air, huh?
All them headaches and all that shit, man, I'm good. I'm not finna sit here and get out here and bash Shirley. I'm not finna do all that shit. I'm not, to me, that's messy. That's some clown shit. That's some ridiculous shit. That's a sorry ass nigga.
You
I'm
stand
not into all that. I'm not doing all that. So I'm gonna clarify that too. I'm not doing all that. I don't give a fuck with it. Whatever she get out there and say, that's fine. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I didn't do it. Them other people that I dated before her like that, they did me like that. They dogged the fuck out of me. But I ain't do them like that. So I'm not gonna get my bless from that. I'm gonna keep it moving. So I got hold on. What you say?
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't call her name though. What you say? You can ask me though.
I was going to say, what's the call to check on you to California, dear?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What she say?
I didn't answer the phone because I know she don't want to hear what's going on and all that other stuff right there. She want to know, have I told you, that you asked about her, and you know how she gonna get to talking all that. You want to talk to her?
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
You do?
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
You know who I'm talking about?
Is this, I have a question. Is this who he's getting on the phone now? Is this the same person that was praying for him the other day on that call? Because I'm kind of confused as to who she was. And I mean, I think she was, well, let me keep that. Karen S said his sausage ain't got no syrup, just duck butter and nappy ball sweat. Wow. See, it's late and we just about done, so you don't go to the moon, but that is definitely moon worthy. Justin's mom said, Lord, I don't even want to know. Shabby says, please make sure the likes like. Yes, please. My child, you said you think it's Monica, the only black but not bitter said, I think so. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it's the prayer warrior.
All right.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. She cool out there. She's out there in Vegas.
Yeah,
She's a bit.
yeah. Let me see. Can I find her number? At the country herself. 1 second. I meant to think about it because she always asked me, did you tell her? She always say, our friend. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
He ain't got
I
nothing
got
to
the
do
favorite.
but
I got Miss What's call on the phone. There you go.
What's going on?
Hey, I'm
Cool.
gonna tell you right here. How you doing?
I'm good, just doing cool work. What's going on with you?
I'm gonna say this here. You told me. That's all I'm gonna say. You told me.
Yep. So that must have happened right after the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, it did.
That do sound like her. Peppermint Patty said, did Dre call someone country? Can you believe it? Delicate Dell said, OMG, I don't want to hear her mouth again. I don't think she's praying this time, though. We've got 188 likes and it's 273 people. Wow. I Revive says, oh, she sounds country. The woman he chose says that's not the same lady. Hey, Natasha Razor Glam. Hey, Dion's Breaks.
I don't know you had a
That's
crystal ball.
crazy.
I don't know if you had a crystal ball on you, but you had something on you.
Yeah, you know, I see stuff before it happens, man. God has always given me that gift. But, you know me, I'm a genuine, real person, and I don't believe everything I hear. So, you know, people have called me and said things like, ain't that your boy? And I'm like, yeah, that ain't my boy. That's my boy, but that ain't my boy. The stuff they saying is not my boy. Not at all. You know?
Right. I appreciate it. I sure appreciate it.
That sure sounds like her.
That's crazy. But you know how it is. It's like the domino effect, man. They just start gathering stuff and putting stuff together. It's just crazy. You just stay strong and keep your head up.
Yeah. It's gonna turn back around. I know it.
Yeah. Yep, and just go through the process. You know, you've always been a genuine person, so you ain't out there trying to harm people.
No, I'm not. I've been through this with the other person too. You was right there. You witnessed it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, please, prophetic lady, please tell me this. First of all, why, if you are that prophetic, how come you don't know that this man is potentially guilty? Number one. Number two, you witnessed him go through this with another woman. So you mean to tell me people just keep lying on him? Is this what we're saying? Okay. My Ty said, whatever, lady. Paradise in Mexico said, first hit the mother sucking like the mother sucking like button. Yes, please.
I'll be all right.
So when are you going back to court?
Next week. I go back next week. So I've been in
for
almost 15 months. So
Lord have mercy.
It's about ready to come on to the head. It's about ready to come to the head. It's about ready.
What is your attorney saying? I mean, is your attorney saying a good report or what?
Well, I ain't gonna talk about it on the phone. I'm just
No. That's what I'm saying. Is it a good report? Yes or no?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Oh, most definitely. It was a good report from the beginning. It just is how everything is moving around, how they moving it around. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing the games and stuff. And they can do that because they got control of the system.
Yeah.
So
Y'all keep talking about this lady who sounds guyish. You know she ain't a transit because you know he don't like them transits. So you know,
Just keep your head up, though. Gotta prevail. He always does. He knows your heart, and he knows you're a good person.
Oh
so.
yeah, God knows.
yeah, he
knows.
He gonna show out. He gonna show out. I know he is. He gonna show out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
We ain't gonna hold you up. We ain't gonna hold you up. But
boy, you too. Like I said, you keep your head up, and it'll be all. It'll be good. And you just ain't that type of person.
No, I'm not.
Not at all.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right.
No, I'm not. But I got to deal with it until To God show up, that's it. And let these folks see what's going on. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be all right. I ain't broke down and shit. So you
You're
ain't
not?
my damn self. I ain't stressing like that now.
Really?
I ain't going crazy like that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm be all right. I'm be all right. Trust me. I'm be all right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. Just hold tight for me. Just keep a prayer out there for me. I know you are. And
Yeah.
thank you for calling and checking up on me. Let me know
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Always.
But you told me though. You told me.
That was crazy.
You told me.
Yep, I gave you a little sister, big sister talk. Boy, change your thought process. Get out of that. Oh yeah.
You told
all
me.
of that. Yep.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Prophetic.
Okay,
Well,
prophetic
Very
lady.
prophetic.
we gonna see what happens. We're
All
gonna see
right.
how the outcome gonna be. We gonna see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you, woman. You hold yourself together. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, prophetic
All right,
lady.
I love you too.
All right, Jerry, your phone. Hello.
Yes, I am. I had put it on mute. Yes.
Okay. All right, she gonna hang up. All right, hold it down.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, you too, brother.
All right. All right. I'll be in touch. Hello.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah. We got to make sure that the blogger don't get that and say Andre called another mistress for you. That is not a mistress. That's just a good friend of the friend.
Andre, why are you worried about what we say? What difference do it make, Andre?
Andre is not hooking him up with nobody. I'm Team Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just putting it out there, because I'm looking for my name to pop up on these videos at any minute now. They might not put my name out there. They got it out there, but yeah. I'm glad we got out the way because she keep worrying me. You told him what I said. I did. Yes, I did. I didn't even. I guess. She done called it like 3 more times. I just don't respond back because I hadn't heard from her.
Right.
And I didn't have anything to tell her because the last time I talked to her, she said it's been about a month. She called me. I ain't heard from her.
Okay.
Good. That you got that out the way.
You funny.
What I do?
Good, you got that out the way. Well,
Yeah.
hey, man. All I'm saying, like I told you, man, I don't care what them folks are. As long as I set the record straight with Shirley, I'm straight. Other than that,
Right. Okay.
she don't know the truth. She just going by what she hears. She don't really know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
She really don't. She don't. She just going by what motherfuckers what they say or what she hear. It sound like one way, but you don't know the truth. You give a fuck about that shit. We were friends, so we could talk shit. You got friends.
Right.
Just like when the old girl try to get you from talking to your friends. You weren't gonna cut your friends off because she wanted.
Right.
Now, what if you would have did that shit? You would cut your friends off, and you'd been with that crazy ass person.
Right.
You didn't do that.
No, not gonna do that.
Now you ain't gonna do that, and I ain't do that with Shirley. She be talking to her friends. Me and Shirley are the establishment. I don't give a fuck if the word here or not.
Yeah, and blow pop. You call all her friends that you talk about all her. Okay, all right, Nesto. We heard all that. Okay, we've heard all of the things that you've said about all of her friends. All right, we did. We have.
The world need to hear this. When me and Shirley got together, I made 2 statements. I'm a motherfucking gangster, and I ain't playing no motherfucking game with nobody.
What you say, Nesto? You a what? Okay. I know we almost done. We probably got about 3 minutes left, but I want to hear that again because he's a MFing gangster. I want Will Wooten to know he's an MFing. So not only did you tell Tisha K you was an MFing gangster, you are now telling us in this straight call that you are a mofo gangster. And you say you told Shirley that too, and she still chose you. I don't know why. It's too complicated, says, so you've been scamming for a long time. Yes, he has. And Muffin 218 said, I want to hear that out of Shirley's mouth. Me too. I do too. Mary Willis said 3 yeses. Prison gangster. That's exactly what
Fuck
he
is the
is.
word here tonight? The word need to hear this. When me and Shirley got together, I made 2 statements. I'm a motherfucking gangster, and I ain't playing no motherfucking game with nobody. And guess what? I ain't fucked with women, and what you fuck with is men. You don't like women, and I don't like niggas. So we.
Isn't that more than? Didn't he say he made 2? Isn't that more than 2 statements? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Natasha Razor Glam said gangsters get RICOs. Yes, they do. Leo Lady said that MFN gangster crying like an MFN baby. He sure is. But yeah, he said he made 2. He made 2. That was about 4 or 5 statements. Okay.
Even. We good. So that's established right there.
Okay,
You
established.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so let me make the record clear. This woman came and found my ass, bro. And it's hard to find a nigga locked up.
No, it's not.
It is hard these days. This ain't like that old shit. Put a letter in and get your name and send it to you.
It's easier to find someone who's locked up today than what it was 10 years ago. Nesto, what you talking about? Real easy. It didn't take her much to find you. It really didn't. I mean, it may have taken her 5 weeks. I don't know. Maybe she's not that smart. But it's not hard to find somebody locked up. It really isn't.
Right. No, this ain't that. Them motherfuckers had to Google find all type of shit to find me. Niggas ain't doing that shit. So no.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm not. So I'm not worrying about no money. I'm not about no career. The money's already set. Them fools already made it out there for me. They already did it for me. They set the platform for me. So I ain't got.
But Leo Lady said, yes, it was 2 in his mind. In reality, it was a paragraph. Yup. The only black but not bitter says she was only checking on Mondays. Oh, that's why I forgot. That's why I took 5. Because, okay, Mondays. All right.
I ain't worried about shit. Now,
Come on, Global Tail Link
Let's
lady.
keep talking. I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm just saying now, let them keep cool. They're making out for me. I'm cool. I'm cool right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I already had that fear.
Cool,
This was going to happen with me and Shirley one day. I'm past that now. You know my partner said, man, you do anything wrong, them people going to drown your ass. You told me that.
I sure did. I sure did.
I don't forget shit. Guess what? They ain't drowned me yet.
Deion said they was going to baptize your ass.
He tried to.
They ain't put me on the water yet, though. They ain't put me on the water.
I told you, you got to make sure you know what you're doing. I told you, you got to make sure that's what you want, that you're going after.
Well, guess what?
You see it, I do. I said, all right, so you know now, y'all up there, Steve Harvey and stuff and all that old stuff right there. I said, you sure? But you take your ass out there. I got it, Dre. Okay.
And guess what? I still got it. So I'm still fighting to the end. So guess what? All I can do is, you gonna take me back or not? It's up to her. I ain't gave up. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna give up. So what the fuck I'm worrying about? I ain't got shit to worry about. Not at all. Do I? No, I don't. I'm gonna ask this for you. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And my fans together, anybody who sit right here and tell me that I'm wrong, they're a dumb motherfucker and they don't want nobody in their corner. Or they wish they had somebody in their motherfucking corner.
Who you got in yours?
Motherfucker right now. I love you. I like you. You're so nice. Your beard look nice. Man, them bitches say the same motherfucking thing. Every last one. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
That bitch you listen to and talk to 4 and 5 and 6 times a day. She tells you that every day on every visit, every phone call. Grady with the good hair. Grady with the good hair. Oh, I love your neck. Oh, I love your beard. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Cuckoo basket motherfucker. Not trying to hear. Hey, I'm not trying to hear, bro. Come on with it.
Who's the cuckoo basket motherfucker now? Nestos?
Shit, I'm ready for it. So it is what it is. It's over. Everybody think they got what they want. I'm so glad you're not with him no more. I ain't got to be there. I can hear all that shit. I'm glad you're not with him no more, girl. But none of y'all ain't got no fucking man your damn self. You're sitting in there in the house by your motherfucking house looking at housewives. That's all you're doing. Nothing. Ain't got
We free.
Shit going on.
We
so
free.
I'm not trying to hear that. Not at all. And remember she said that friend she was talking about, oh, I ain't with no friend with them people no more. You know who that friend is, and you ain't got to call your no name. You know who that friend is. So guess what? She on the line too. Oh, my friend, they ain't doing me right. Did you hear that conversation?
Well, you lost me then.
That's not what you said exactly.
Shirley talking on the conversation about that on the phone? Or she talking about the regular ass phone friends of hers?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, then.
I tell her they was, so yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Guess what? Ain't nobody talking about what's real going on. You should be privileged.
We're talking about what's real going on. Justin's mom said at least we don't have to drink water from the same place where we go to the bathroom. We don't have to keep our drinks cool there or anything. Peppermint Patty says Shirley ain't had no man either. Okay, she's sitting out there with her friend Debbie. Mary Willis said, I'm eating my French fries. And guess what, Mary Willis? Your French fries is hot. And guess what? When they get cold, you can just go and push a button and they get hot all over again. You might even be able to throw them in the air fryer to make them a little bit more crisp if you want to. What can he do? Cam Lewis said, were you sitting? Where are you sitting at? See, y'all can tell it's getting down to the wire. 1 minute remaining. Yes, Cam Lewis said, where you sitting, Nesto? Yes. And guess what? We can sit in our 1-bedroom apartment eating corned beef hash with a half a bathroom and just an air mattress. But guess what? We can have it all to ourselves. We don't have to share it with anybody. We don't have to worry about sitting on the same toilet as somebody else who we don't know and ain't related to and ain't friends with. We ain't got none of them worries. None of them. Our Revive says they get hot all over again. That's right. Hot all over again. Or we could throw them out and guess what? Cook us some more because we can do that. Shay B said, we got oranges and bananas in our refrigerators. Do you have a refrigerator, Nestos? I don't think you do. Not at all.
You can get in the king and the queen conversation. You should be glad you can hear that part. Ain't nobody fucking with you. Ain't nobody. What you laughing about?
You said they should be privileged. They can get in who kind of conversation?
A king and a queen. A king and a queen conversation should be privileged.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Them 80 million people out there talking shit. Yeah.
Guess what? Yeah, we talking shit and have been since we first started hearing about these calls. And what are you doing, Nesto? I'm tired. I just listening. My Ty says, I don't have to walk in a line like a kindergartner. Soul Power said, Nesto, shut your arse up with the Cuckleberry beard. Okay, Cuckleberry beard. And Cam Lewis said, my toilet is not beside my bed. Jackie Gates said, and we can walk in and out the door when we get ready. And we don't have to work. Because guess what? If we go out there and we smell like, would you say, Nesto, dogs? We can jump in the shower whenever we want and have as much hot, cold, warm water.
Yeah. So I can't wait. I'm waiting. My time coming.
Is it?
It's coming. So you have yourself a wonderful day today, sir. I hope I answered all your questions and everything. I hear your voice in my background. I hear every motherfucking night talking shit. So trust me.
What you mean I be in the background talking shit? What are you saying?
You know you drill motherfucker, but you have your fast together. So guess what? You tighten me up, I got to tighten up too.
I mean, you know what you're doing. I can't tell you nothing that you already don't know.
I did, but guess what? It's good to have a good affirmation.
And I ain't doing no judging either.
No, you
we
ain't
are.
gonna do that. You never have done that.
Yeah, I ain't doing no judging. I mean, I ain't walked no straight line either. You were there for me during my darkest and crazy moments too. You didn't say not one word.
So it ain't, and I do it 1,000 times again. I sure would.
Thank you for using Global Link.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Yeah, we can all I think Taze Them Hole says I can have ice cream for breakfast if I wanna. Lady said you stink, Nesto. Champion said you sound like a queen right now, sir. My child says she got keys to her door. Bible lady said, and we can eat as many oranges and oranges and apples as we want to. D Dub says she hasn't had bologna in years. Shirley's divorce finally said, Nesto, I can eat, sleep, and shit whenever I want. We can do whatever we want. We can get sunshine. We don't have to ask anybody for sunshine. We can have it whenever we want. We can do whatever we want whenever we want. We have keys to our doors. We have everything. And what do you have, Nesto? You have absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. But we have all kinds of things. We can reheat our food. Nestos, guess what I had for lunch? I had some macaroni and cheese and some salmon. That's what I had. What'd you have? Okay. What did you have? Well, y'all, we made it through this call, and we have not even been on here 3 hours. Can you believe it? I didn't think we was gonna get through it, but we did. But y'all have yourselves a good night. I will be on. Hopefully, I can be on with What'd you say, D Dub? We're up late with Legacy Moon. That's right. Lights Out was hours ago for you, but we here and could be here another 3 if we wanted to, but we not. But I thank y'all for being here. Thirsty Rabbit has fresh brewed hot coffee. Yes, because Nestor, you missing your coffee. Ray Della Lewis said we can cook whenever we want. We can cook whenever we want. But I thank y'all for being here. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight Mods. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you did not thumbs up the video. And I think I said shout out to Marvelous Moonlight Mods. Y'all have yourselves a good day. Hopefully I can be on to do my members only live tomorrow. But if I'm not, I will get it done within the next 2-3 days. I will be on tomorrow night. I think Native is maybe going to be on tomorrow afternoon. But I will be on tomorrow night, and then we will be on here for after dark on Friday. So I hope to see y'all all there. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Don't forget to like this video and share. Please share. Welcome to those of you who entered the chat for the very first time tonight, and we hope that you come back again. Everyone have a good night.
Yeah. Uh.